Hey everyone, happy Monday. Hope you all had a great weekend. I got a few things planned today. So first, as usual, we'll be checking out the latest card reveals since the last stream, which I think it was just... So it was one warrior card, then the demon hunter cards. So I'll be going over those today. And then I got a fun little treat. So for the last couple of weeks, I've talked about how I ordered some WoW TCG cards. So World of Warcraft, I guess to backtrack a little bit. Prior to Hearthstone, there was a World of Warcraft trading card game. So it was a physical card game set in the World of Warcraft universe. Basically the same idea as Hearthstone, just a physical card game. And, basically a bit before Hearthstone launched, they ended that game. But the early years of Hearthstone heavily relied on that game for its artwork and themes and things like that. I think it was Goblins vs. Gnomes. Let me check. I'm pretty sure Goblins vs. Gnomes was the first expansion that actually had original art for Hearthstone. Let me double check. I think if that is the case, basically, oh, hey, Winter, Mick, wrong link on Twitter. Did I post a wrong link on Twitter? Oh, I typed my username in wrong. Thanks, man. I'll fix that. I blame it on the fact that I have the camera set up right here for the card openings and my keyboard's pushed out of the way. So it's kind of awkward to type right now. I'll blame it on that. But thanks. I appreciate it. All right. If I can type my name correctly. All right, there we go. Thanks, I appreciate it. So yeah, here, I got a rough timeline. So basically, the first set for the World of Warcraft card game came out in October 2006. Also, hey, Loopy, how you doing? But as I was saying, the first set for the World of Warcraft trading card game came out in 2006. And then the last set came out in 2013, so July 2013. And then a month later, they announced that the game was ending. So they basically said, the last set that came out will be the last set. We'll be discontinuing the game going forward. And then that very same month, the closed beta for Hearthstone started. And then Hearthstone released less than a year later, in March of 2014. And from what I could tell, I'm pretty sure they explicitly said that they ended the World of Warcraft trading card game to focus on Hearthstone. So, it wasn't... I'm sure there's a lot of factors that took place, but, from my understanding, it wasn't necessarily that the game was doing bad or that there was some, issue with production or who knows what, right? But I saw at least one quote that apparently it was said that it was ended to focus on Hearthstone. So if you're a fan of the game, that's definitely a bummer. Because I'll be honest, I have absolutely zero idea of how the WoW TCG works. I've seen a couple cards, but I don't know, the mechanics of playing cards or attacking or things like that. So I don't know how different than Hearthstone it is. Menavat, my friend had 2 WoW TCG decks I used to play. I'm sure we didn't fully get the rules right back then, but it was fun. Yeah, I feel like anyone who played a card game when they were kids probably played it wrong. I played Pokemon when I was a kid, and to this day, I'm like the only person I've met that actually played Pokemon when they were a kid. Everyone else I knew just collected the cards, right? But I actually went to like drafts and events and things like that. But yeah, for sure. I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! I missed the boat on Yu-Gi-Oh! I think because of my age, I went right from Pokemon to Magic pretty much. But I feel like from what I've heard, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has some very weird and crazy rules. I'm sure kids probably play that wrong all the time too. So yeah, exactly. And yeah, Emic, I'm in the same boat, man. I there's just something different about like holding physical cards. If I have the opportunity, I would so much rather play like physical Magic versus digital Magic. So I'm curious to see how close these cards are to like Hearthstone cards, or what similarities they have. Loopy, I'm gonna guess most of the cards in the TCG were added into Hearthstone at some point. So yeah, so funny enough, like I said, basically the base set in Hearthstone was entirely art from the WoW TCG. And then, let me see, I got the expansions here. So Naxxramas, again, all of Naxxramas was entirely WoW TCG art. And then Goblins versus Gnomes was the first set where they actually commissioned art for Hearthstone. And I don't believe it was the whole set, because I believe they were still using art from the WoW TCG for a couple years after that. So they slowly like weaned off of the art from the WoW TCG and started commissioning their own art. But for the first couple games the first couple years of Hearthstone, it was entirely WoW TCG art. So it's kind of funny because I've heard people say that they prefer like the old Hearthstone art. So it's not that you prefer the old Hearthstone art, you prefer the WoW TCG art, because that art wasn't even made for Hearthstone. Hearthstone didn't even get its own art until Goblins vs. Gnomes, which is an interesting little bit of trivia there. Metavat, I got convinced to try Flesh and Blood recently. I'm going to play against other players for the first time tomorrow, actually. Oh, nice. So I've never played Flesh and Blood. From what I can tell, there's like no scene in my city, which that is part of the bummer with like physical card games, right? Is you need people to play them with, whether it be friends or family or people at a card store. And from everything I've seen, there's no Flesh and Blood scene in my city, so it's never something I really checked out, but it seems cool. But yeah, physical cards are fun, yes. I love physical Magic. That's the only physical, well, I have some other like board games that I play, but yeah, there's just something different about physical card games for sure. But they got pros and cons, right? You know, digital card games do things that physical card games can't. So there's mechanics in Hearthstone that just can't exist in a physical card game, right? So there's pros and cons to both. I don't care about WoW TCG, but old Hearthstone art is just better and was good until like 2019. Yeah, I agree 100%. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't shitting on like old Hearthstone art or anything like that. It's, you know, we've talked about it recently. Let me see. Let's switch over to Hearthstone. Where did I see it before? I think it was an article that was posted that showed off. We talked recently about the new portraits, right? The portraits that are coming out in Perils in Paradise and how goofy they look. That's such a good example of what's happened to Hearthstone art. All right, can I find it? I probably could have searched for it, right? Let's try searching. It's on the first page. Oh, wow. I need to use my eyes, man. Hey, Zach. Good evening. How you doing? Did you have a good weekend? And Loopy, for some reason, all the card games were in the year above it. For some reason, all the card games were in the year above at school. Skipped my year, but Yu-Gi-Oh! / others I had to play the year above. It's funny how that works. Like in school, yeah, it's exactly like you said, right? There can be like your grade could be super into like either a card game or like anything in general, right? And the grade above you or below you could be completely different, even though you're essentially the same age, right? But it's funny how that works out. And Menevat, I lucked out in that regard. We don't have TCG places around here except for one card shop nearby, which I found recently is the one I'll be visiting first time tomorrow. Nice, nice. You know, it's so funny. My like non-nerd friends, right? Whenever like family members or people have heard that like I play Magic or like I go to a card store and play Magic, so many people like assume you're like stereotypical Magic player, right? Like this like stinky person with like no like social skills. And I will say, like, the vast majority of people who play at card stores are just normal people, right? If you're ever nervous to like go to a card store and go play Magic or go play something else, the vast majority of the people there are just normal ass dudes. Like most of the people I played with at these stores were like just dads in their 30s and 40s. Like it's just funny. It's funny how your like Magic player, your average Magic player has this like perception. But yeah, it's not like that at all. And Mick, that's me. I have no social skills, I swear. Hey, you'll do fine. I believe in you. Metavat people around here just aren't into card games at all. Yeah, it definitely depends on your like how big your city is as well, right? If you live in like a big city, it's much easier to find people to play like niche card games, like Flesh and Blood, right? Kissy, speaking of art, they straight up ruined my Dear Succubus and Mistress of Pain cards. I have them in gold, and even when they weren't good cards, I use them. So, funny enough, I actually have a video I'm in the middle of making right now about... oh, you actually can't see it. Here, let me switch. Yeah. So, you see, I have a folder here. It says Changed Art. There's a video I'm working on right now to basically go over the cards that had their art changed at one point, because I think it was in 2019. Let me see. I could just show you guys like a little cheat. Yeah, so I think it was 2019. So in 2019, Blizzard changed the art on a bunch of cards, and the official excuse was that they wanted to basically make the art like more cohesive, but it's very, very obvious that they made these changes for one of two reasons. They either made it to appeal to censorship laws, because China and some other countries, you know, you can't show like blood and bones and things like that. And the other reason was you can tell, you know, this is when Blizzard was kind of like at the height of their like sexual misconduct allegations. So they were like, anything with like titties in it, Blizzard was taking out of the game. You know, in World of Warcraft, there were some famous ones where there was like some paintings on walls that had like, you know, whatever, like paintings of women, you know, and they swapped the paintings for like bowls of fruit and stuff like that. So not even just Hearthstone, right? Blizzard across the board tried to like downplay like showing skin and things like that, and it went to Hearthstone as well. So there was 8 cards, I believe, that they changed. So you could see Bite. This is the old. You know what's so funny is a bunch of these cards, when I think about them in my head, I still see this version on the left, because either they're cards I don't really see play very often, or yeah, I played with them for so long with this art, right? Because at this point, Hearthstone was out for 5 or 6 years. So really, it was like halfway through Hearthstone's life that they changed these. Immic, now we have feet and titties. Yeah, there's been some feet cards lately that people have been losing their minds about. Also, Zach, I've just been chilling, trying to beat Diablo 4 campaign, but it's so boring. Man, I bought Diablo 4 at release, and it's so funny because Diablo seems like a game I would love. You know, I play Destiny a lot. I've played Destiny on and off since it released, and I just love like looter RPG games. And it seems like Diablo would be like the exact kind of game I would love, and I fell off it as well. I didn't finish the campaign before I kind of got bored of it. Also, Zach, multiple card shops I've been to had a variety of people. One, however, was like the stereotype 30 unshowered mega nerds I lift. Oh, one store, it was all the stereotype. Okay. I'm sure maybe it does depend on the store, right? And I guess it depends how much the store like polices that stuff too, because I've read online some stores are like very strict on the like, if you stink, you need to leave. Which is fair, right? You're playing in like a crowded space with lots of people. Like no one wants to be around that. How hard is it to shower and put deodorant on before you go to play cards? Leo, did you play Pokemon back in the day? I did. Yeah, so when I was younger, I used to go to drafts and various events. So I said it earlier, but to this day, I'm still the only person I've ever met that actually knew how to play Pokemon when they were a kid. Because like all my friends and everyone I ever met, they just collected the cards. They didn't play, right? But yeah, I actually played. And then I basically went from Pokemon to Magic. And hey, Void, I'm doing pretty well. How about you? Sorry, I'm a little behind in the chat. Did you have a good weekend? Kissy and Nathrium, and he said there's a card with Succubus, funny enough. Oh, yeah. So I'll get back into this. I'll just catch up quick. Leo, Lady Secrets was changed. Yep, we'll cover that. Plague, why play Diablo when the previous games are still there? Or Diablo 4? You're right to an extent. I can't argue that. I think the main appeal to me with Diablo 4 was like the art style change. You know, Diablo 3 was more cartoony. You know, Diablo 3 is, I feel like, modern Hearthstone, and then Diablo 4 was like the more older, like grungy art style. So that was a big reason that Diablo 4 interested me. But you are right, in terms of like gameplay and stuff, they're not that much different. So anyways, yeah, these are the card changes. Like I said, I'm in the process of doing a whole video about this, but Bite was changed. It's obvious this one is to get rid of the blood and stuff, censorship laws. This one's Deadly Shot, which again, when I think of Deadly Shot in my head, I think of this card. I don't even think of this art. So they changed it from like this big ass arrow going through a guy to just like a ballista. Again, I'm guessing that's censorship laws, because like, how are you going to say this doesn't look like Hearthstone art? Like some of these, I will agree. Some of these, the new version looks more like in line with Hearthstone art, but there's no way you can tell me that this one doesn't. So the whole excuse is all bullshit. And then we got Eviscerate. This one is like the funniest one. All they did was they took out this blood splatter. So again, it's obvious this one was for like censorship laws. They just took out this little blood splatter there. Other than that, it's the same art. And then we got Head Crack. Head Crack went from this, smacking some guy in the head, some zombie looking thing, to this goofy Pixar Hearthstone art. Which, yeah, Head Crack is a one for sure. I always picture this one in my head. I feel like I've not even played Head Crack once since this art was changed. Kissy, the new Deadly Shot should be called Ballista Shot instead. Yeah, really. Also, Kissy, funny enough, also Blizz kept sexy things in their games like Hero of the Storm and Diablo. Yeah, it is funny how some of the Blizzard IPs reacted a lot more strongly to the sexual harassment allegations than others. But I feel like Warcraft went pretty hard on it. Oh, Plague, you meant more Diablo 1 or 2. I'll be honest, I never played Diablo 1 or 2. I wanted to really, really bad. When I was a kid, I wanted to play them so bad, but I didn't have like a computer at the time to play them on. So that was a bummer. That was like one of my like childhood regrets. You guys ever have any of those? Was there any games, you know, growing up that you really wanted to play, but you didn't have either like the console for or a computer for or something like that? Diablo's a big one for me, for sure. Steve, China really doesn't like blood in games. League of Legends, for example, was heavily censored in recent years. Yeah, exactly. So basically, Blizzard said the official reason for these changes was that they wanted to align like the art. They said basically they wanted the art to be more in like the Hearthstone style, basically saying the old art wasn't, which is a bunch of horse shit, because the real reason was either to tone down the skin or to appeal to like China. That's what it was. So this one, 100%. This one, getting rid of blood. Getting rid of blood. Yeah, so we got Head Crack. So here's where we get into the juicy ones now. This one is Mistress of Pain, which they changed to Queen of Pain and changed the art. And then we have Secret Keeper, which they changed the art on. And then we got Succubus. This is the one that spurred the whole conversation. Succubus was changed to Fellstalker. Rest in peace, Succubus. This was the biggest downgrade for sure. Zach, I have Game Pass and I'm not renewing after this month, so I figured I'd play Diablo while I can. But you're right, I'm probably going to boot up 3 when I'm done. Yeah, who knows? Maybe Diablo 4 when there's more content and more expansions and stuff like that. Maybe it'll be a different story. You have to see. Plague, a lot of the art on classic cards were from the WoW TCG. You don't say. So, yeah, this is the other part of the stream. I finally got these packs, and so I guess I can show you guys now. I got 2 of these Dark Portal packs, 2 of these Heroes of Azeroth packs, 2 of these Blood of Gladiators packs. And then I also, it will barely fit on the camera. I'll have to raise the camera when I actually open this. But I got this thing, Scourge War Epic Collection. I'll be honest, I don't know what's in this. All I know is there's like 6 packs or something. I think it's like a magic bundle, where I think there's probably some packs in here and some other goodies and stuff like that. But it's too zoomed in right now. But you can see it's pretty thick. So yeah, I will be opening all of these. I ordered them a few weeks ago and they were really slow to come in. Where were we though? Leo, I think there were some sound changes too. For example, the old sound of kill command when you controlled the beast was way better. Really? I didn't know that. That they changed some sounds apparently? That's interesting. Void, Final Fantasy was a big one as I've never had a PlayStation. Oh, Final Fantasy is actually, here, let's go back here. Final Fantasy is one of my favorite like game series of all time. I played Final Fantasy 11, the online MMO. I played that a shit ton in my teenage years and my early 20s. Final Fantasy 14, the other MMO I've played a bunch. Final Fantasy 10 is really, really good. The newest one, 16, I really, really liked. Oh, Plague, the lawsuit. Oh yeah, I forgot. Wasn't it like the state of California sued Blizzard? Is that how it worked? Mimic, Far Cry series, and all the popular games. I played Far Cry 3 on 15 FPS on lowest settings and still enjoyed it. But I couldn't play Far Cry 4 till 2019. I really liked Far Cry 3. I haven't touched a Far Cry game since 4, I think, but Far Cry 3 is really fun. I really enjoyed it. It's one of those games I like never think about again, but I enjoyed it a lot. Zek, I really want to make a game with only straight white males and hot women. Plague, I meant in response to you mentioning that the art didn't have the Hearthstone quality. Because see, I also have some TCG cards. I also got Epic Scourge War with, and I got cards with art I recognize from Hearthstone. Oh yeah, so that reminds me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a bunch of these cards out to you guys as well. So I'll be honest, like, I'm not going to do anything with these cards. I'm not going to play the game. I don't care. I doubt they're worth anything, but who knows? Even if they are, I don't give a shit to sell them. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to make a post on the Discord, and I'm not going to do some like bullshit like you have to like retweet and share and all that stuff. I don't care. So I'll probably make a post on the Discord and I'll leave it open for like a week, and all I have to do is just like the post. And then what I'll do is I'll probably pick a bunch of people and I'll mail out cards to you guys. So that's what I plan on doing as well. And if you're in like Europe or some other country too, whatever. I don't imagine it'll be much to ship them, but yeah, no big deal. Zach, I'm excited for these cards. I purposely didn't look up any so I can see them on stream. Nice, nice. So it's very similar for me. I have seen a handful of cards, but I haven't really dug into it because I kind of want it to be a surprise. Final Fantasy 6 is the classic. I don't think I've played 6 actually. Did you ever try WoW or Warcraft 3? So I've played Warcraft 1 and 2, the RTSs. I never played 3 for some reason. And then I've dabbled in WoW. So I've played WoW up until, from like release up until like just before Cataclysm. I never actually played Cataclysm, but I played up until like the end of, what's it called? I'm drawing a blank. Lich King expansion. You know what I mean. All right, let's talk about the cards that got released. So the big one, you know, last stream we were talking about, is this cheese? Is this bread? We couldn't really figure it out. Turns out it was bread, and it's a shit card. So it is a warrior weapon. It is called the Rye Cleaver, and it's a 7-mana legendary weapon with 4 attack, 2 durability, and Battle Cry and Death Rattle get a slice of bread. Yep, this is modern Hearthstone, guys. So how it works is the piece of bread is this card in your hand with no mana cost. It's basically just, you know, like an extra card in your hand. And then when you get the second one, it basically Imic. Actually, let's watch Imic's video. Imic, the real MVP over here. Here. It's not too loud. Yeah, so you play the card, you get the bread. And then the death rattle, you get the other piece of bread. Makes a sandwich. And then the sandwich is a 2-mana card that basically summons all of the minions that it's smushed together. So yeah, it's it's a card. In terms of like flavor, I guess, like it's kind of cool, but it just seems so slow. It just seems so slow and bad. You're basically spending 9 mana and 2 turns to cheat out some minions. And your opponent's just going to play Reno and destroy them all anyways. Void, I love JRPG, so I've wanted to play Final Fantasy for ages. So the nice thing, actually, is they've been releasing the old Final Fantasy games on, like, every device in the world. Like, you can play all, I think up until, like, Final Fantasy 9, you can literally play on your phone now. And then they're all on PC. There's probably other things too. Like you could probably play Final Fantasy 2 in your fridge at this point. So it is cool that they're doing that though. Plague. SMT is more interesting than Final Fantasy, but yeah, SMT. What acronym is that? I can't think of what it is. Also, Kissy, Warcraft 3 playthrough someday. I'll have to try some other games again sometime. Can we get some card opening? Yeah, so I'll have to focus. I'll get through these cards and then we'll open the packs. The custom cards you see on Reddit seem better designed than this. This does look like a custom card. I swear this card is the weirdest shit they ever designed. Yeah, it's so weird. Void, this is a card that feels so completely insane, I genuinely don't know what to think about it. But unless Big Warrior gets some insane support, I don't think it'll be competitive. Can't wait to play it, though. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, like, removal and board clear is so prevalent in the game now that, like I said, you're going to spend 9 mana over 2 turns to cheat out a bunch of bodies, and then the next turn they just destroy them all. So, like, what did you really accomplish? Void, it'll be shit. I'm gonna butcher this name. Shin Mega. God damn it, Shin Megami Tensei. Also, Zek, wait, isn't there a card that lets you equip a weapon from your deck? Yeah, then you want to get the battle cry. There's so many, like, I don't know. This is a weird card. And Hunter can also play this, but does Hunter really care? The Hunter does not want to spend 9 mana to maybe kill you. Like, Hunter will just kill you by turn 7 regardless, right? But yeah, anyways, that was the one Warrior card revealed so far. Not a good start for Warrior, I will say. And then we have Demon Hunter today. I'll get through them quickly so we can open the packs. So Demon Hunter gets Priest cards, which is super, super random. And this is the Tourist card. So 5 mana, 5/6. Damage your hero takes on your turn is damage your hero takes on your turn is redirected to a random enemy. Kind of an interesting effect. You know what's really funny? I don't know. If you were to just tell me the text on this card, if you were just to tell me this effect, I feel like I wouldn't say it was a Demon Hunter effect. I feel like I can more so see this as like a Priest effect or a Warlock effect. Like, this is kind of like Demon Seed, right? I don't know. But one thing I will say, I was thinking about this the other day, that all of the Tourist cards, regardless of how good or bad they are, they're going to be played. Because some of the Tourist cards are shit, I will say. But because you need to play them to enable the like cross-class deck building, they're going to see play. So they're very unique in that regard, that the cards could be giga bad, but they're still going to be played. Imic, this card was made by Leo, who was previously doing stuff on the custom Hearthstone subreddit and is now a Hearthstone dev. Yeah, it is cool. He's got a cool journey, for sure, I will say. Living the dream. Plague, man, that delay is killer. So it's part delay. I will say the delay on YouTube is worse than Twitch, but also there's a lot of messages going on, and I'm not keeping up with chat the best, so I apologize. SMT is like Pokemon for insane people. The tourist seems strong, even though being a tourist. Yeah, this is a cool card. Like I said, the effect is cool. I just never would have pegged it as like a Demon Hunter effect. But yeah, all the tourists will see play, regardless. Patches, we've already seen. So Demon Hunter is getting a pirate package, which I wouldn't have expected. I believe I covered this card already. Then we got Climbing Hook. 6 mana, 5/2 weapon. Doesn't lose durability while you control a minion with 5 or more attack. Seems kind of meh. At least in like the current Demon Hunter, what word am I thinking of? The current Demon Hunter like archetypes and stuff, this seems meh. Menovat, speaking of our Arana and the custom Hearthstone subreddit, I'm glad you liked my take on her. Yeah. So I did a double take when I was going. Basically, the way it works, if anyone's curious from my custom Hearthstone videos, I look at I don't just look at like the top cards on the subreddit, right? I literally look through all of the cards uploaded in the last week, and I pick the ones that are most interesting to me. And I narrowed it down to 5 for this video, and I was making like the little banners and all the side information, and I saw your name, and I did like a double take when I saw it. So yeah, that was a good card, man. This is better to be cheated out. That is true. There is some ways to cheat out weapons in this set. Climbing Hook is big Demon Hunter support. Yeah, I really hope that big Demon Hunter becomes a thing. That's a deck that's always been like on the cusp of being a thing. And I've always been hoping, because there's some cool big demons, right? I just want to play big minions, and maybe this will push it over the edge. But then we got Cliff Dive, which, speaking of big Demon Hunter support, right? This is a 6 mana spell to summon 2 minions from your deck and give them rush, and they go back at the end of your turn. This is a really cool effect. You know, cheat out 2 big demons, trade them, and then they go back. I think it's a really cool card. This is something, like I said, this is something that could push Big Demon Hunter over the edge. Cool with Titans. Oh, that's true too. Oh, Imic, now yeah, you're cooking over there. Vic, they try to establish a hero attack archetype for Demon Hunter, like hit with your face stuff and redirect the damage. That's what I would guess. Yeah, like it does make sense from the perspective that Demon Hunter like can generate attack by itself, right? So they're constantly attacking things. But like I said, I don't know. I just would have expected that. I guess in Warlock, it overlaps too much with the Demon Seed. But I guess, yeah, maybe I would have expected that in like Priest first or something like that. Boy, I don't think this sees play if Big Demon Hunter exists. Demon Hunter doesn't want to pay 6 mana for infinite value. Yeah, I could just be being hopeful with this card. It's a cool card, but like you said, I don't know if it's good enough to see play. But it's a fun card, at least. It looks like it. And then we got Dangerous Cliffside. 4 mana location, 3 durability. Summon 2 1/1 pirates with charge. After your hero attacks, reopen this. So, yeah, Demon Hunter is getting like a charge pirate theme, which I wouldn't have expected. It's funny how Blizzard was very anti-charge for a long time. And then ever since rotation, they're just like, give everything charge. Bring back Leroy, bring back Southsea Deckhand. Let's do a location with charge. Everything gets charge. So it's very interesting how they've changed. I don't know if maybe the person at Blizzard who didn't like charge, maybe he's not with the company anymore. No one's there to like hold the developers back. Leo, they kind of mix token and big demons. Won't work out, I think, if not focused on one theme. That's true, right? Half these cards are kind of like shitty pirates with charge. and the other half is like big demon support. So yeah, they're not really like focusing on one archetype. And because that was the old guys, they thought Rush was better than Charge. I do think Charge is a tricky mechanic for sure. Because how many Charge cards have been broken in the history of the game? Zek, can we spell Demon Hunter to cheat Cliff Dive? I will say, I'm going to make a deck with this card at some point. This won't be like a day 1 deck. This will be like a day 2 deck, though. Big Demon Hunter. Void says Cliff Jump is a fine Demon Hunter card. It could surprise us. We'll have to see. Kissy, I always wanted Big Demon Hunter to be a thing. Yeah, same. The game is just too fast, so Charge doesn't matter anymore. That is true, right? Is that the power level of the game and the speed of the game has just gotten out of control, that Blizzard's like, screw it. Like, just let people go crazy. Which isn't exactly a good thing. So yeah, Cliff Dive, cool card. Dangerous Cliffside. Not my jam. We'll have to see. I don't see this being played in Shaman. Actually, now that I look back on this card, would Shaman play this? Is there any big minions Shaman cares to cheat out? I don't think so. Vigo seems insane with just to give pirates +1/+1. At least 8 to the face, plus maybe Ziliax. Yeah, I wonder if we will see like a aggro pirate Demon Hunter deck. You can play it in WoW with Reincarnate. That's cool. Yeah, this card might surprise us. We'll have to see. And we got Paraglide, 3 mana, both players draw 3 cards, and Outcast only you do. So, honestly, making your opponent draw 3 cards isn't like the worst thing in the world, right? There's been many, many times that I've made opponents like burn key cards. And I feel like card draw is so prevalent in the game right now that most of the time people are sitting at like 7, 8, 9 cards. So you could play this without Outcast, and I could see you burning your opponent like 2 or 3 cards, including like their draw step. Which isn't a bad thing, right? Say you hit like Reno or Bran or some big key card. That's not bad. Void, not a fan of Leroy and Deckhand because of hand buff Pally. I agree. I think it's kind of a degenerate deck. It doesn't feel good to just get blasted like from hand like that, for sure. Like says Big Shaman, totally a good deck. I'm not sure if you're being serious or not. Void says Galvanger was a great design for Charge. Which card was that again? Let me look. Oh, the Warrior one. Yeah. That was a good card, for sure. For anyone unfamiliar, it was this guy. The 6 mana 6/6, and if you've gained armor, he gains +3/+3 in Charge. This was a cool card. Kissy, I wish they would make just weak expansions with just old school like cards for games to be slower for a whole year. I agree. The problem with that is power creep is such a tough thing to manage, and I will say I don't have the answer. I do not know how to fix this problem, but I understand why it's a problem. Is that if they were to release a set with low-powered cards, people would be much less inclined to buy it. People would be much less inclined to spend money on it, right? Blizzard wants to make splashy, powerful cards to encourage people to buy the set. So I understand why power creep exists, to keep things interesting and to keep interest, but I don't know how to fix it. I truly, I know what the problem is. I don't know how to fix it. I don't think Blizzard knows how to either. And Mick, what would you say about Climbing Hook, by the way? That's the weapon, right? Yeah, I don't think it's good. This seems like an arena card. It's like one of those like pack filler arena card type cards. Because I think like the most comparable to this is what's the Death Knight weapon? The foam axe or whatever. The one where you spend corpses to gain durability. I feel like that's the closest comparison to this card. And one, that card's not that great either. It's okay in some matchups, but it's not great. And two, Death Knight spending corpses, foam render. Yeah, that's it. 2 Death Knight spending corpses like is a good thing, right? But there's not really like a side pro to this. Foam render spends corpses and goes infinite. This one just goes infinite. And it's more expensive. I think foam render's 5. Yes, I can look. Yeah, it's 5. Yeah, I think this is a better card, and it's not a great card. Some matchups, this is a very, very good card. Some matchups, it sucks, but it's 1 mana less, and it has the pro of spending corpses. So yeah, this just seems like pack filler. It's your typical like epic pack filler, or it's like an arena card. But who knows? I could be wrong. We'll see. We'll see when we do our ratings. Because basically, what I'm gonna do is, before the set releases, I'm going to do a stream where I'm going to rate every single card 1 to 5. And then also you guys are going to rate them. So I'm going to set up some kind of poll where you guys are going to rate every card as well. And then I'll go back like a month or 2 later and we'll see how accurate we were. So watch me rate this card a 1 and it ends up being amazing. We'll have to see. Void, equally low power sets are just kind of boring because the meta remains static for so much longer. Yeah, foam render, yeah, and that's part of the problem, right? Foam render can work because it's a class that actually cares about infinite value. Yeah, the infinitely spending corpses actually helps the Death Knight, versus this is just infinite damage, doesn't have like a side pro. Loopy, I swear 90% of big minion decks just suck. The only decent ones were Beast Druid, with the 7 mana, summon 2 5s, and maybe Big Priest. Oh, and I guess Warlock was goated. I remember that there was a brief period in the meta where Recruit Warrior was a deck. That was cool. But the game is just too fast and value is worthless most of the time. Yeah, I agree 100%. But I think this is a good card. Getting back on topic, I think this is a good card. Making your opponent draw 3 isn't even a negative in some situations. Skirting Death, 3 mana, choose a minion. This turn, your hero steals 4 attack from it. It's kind of cool effect. It's a little bit of a bummer that this only lasts for a turn. Like, it would have been cool if it was a permanent debuff on the minion. But it's still cool. Kind of lets you trade into a big threat and minimize the damage you take from it. Actually, I don't think this will see play. The more I think about this card, the more I look at it, I don't know. Is 3 mana, 4 damage really worth it? Like I said, if the debuff was permanent, that'd be cool. So you could like steal 4 attack and then go face and just leave the minion on the board with less attack. Am I crazy? What do you guys think? Void, I think this sees playing a lot of aggro decks, not gonna lie. Plague, but this way you can take from your minion. Is there a situation where you want to take from your minion? Is there some combo I'm not thinking of? This sees play in Shaman for sure. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that Shaman gets these cards too. Oh, it's a shadow spell for Shaman. Yeah, because they got the spell school archetype. Loopy, I thought skirting Death plus summons all-purpose vehicle was the use of it on an empty board. Summons all-purpose vehicle. What? Yeah, I don't know. I might be underestimating this card. We'll have to see. This is gonna be one of those cards where I feel like it's either gonna be really, really good or really, really bad. Like there's like no in the middle. And I'm not really sure how to evaluate it. And then we got a big demon. Big-ish. 7 mana, 5/8. Whenever this attacks, give your hero +5 attack this turn. So this is one of those cards it'd be cool to cheat out, right? This would be cool to cheat out with Cliff Dive, because then it attacks right away and you get the 5 attack right away too. But I could be just being, you know, hopeful here. I want, you know, who was it? Kissy and someone else, I believe, mentioned that they want Big Demon Hunter to be good. I agree. Immic, it's so bad. Look at Park Panther. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't think this card is good by any means. Like, cheating it out is nice. Just playing this from your hand is bad. It needs Rush to be good. Exactly, Steve. That this card, just playing it as is, seems super, super bad. Cheating it out with Cliff Dive seems cool. But I don't know. I just want Big Demon Hunter to be good. It seems like a cool archetype. This class archetype has the most I'm not sure out of me so far. I think a big thing to me with the Demon Hunter cards that was pointed out already is that they're kind of all over the place. You know, you have multiple cards that focus on like little pirates with charge, and then you also have some big demons. Like, I kind of wish they would go all in on one archetype instead of, you know, splitting things up. Shaman still has that Wind Fury weapon. Is Doomhammer standard legal? No. Although, no, they have the Wind Fury minion, right? Yeah, this guy. Is there going to be some kind of janky Wind Fury OTK Shaman deck with this? Immic says it'll for sure get buffed to have Rush. If this had Rush, I think it would legitimately be good. But without Rush, it's bad. Void. Problem with Big Demons is that for Big Demon Hunter, you pretty much always want to cheat out your Inquisitors, and adding other big things just makes that less consistent. I like the little pirates for charge for Shaman Tourist. Yeah, I guess that's part of the problem, right? Is that they've never really introduced... Like, Illidari Inquisitor is like insane to cheat out, and they've never really added other things that are as good to cheat out. Like, Illidari Inquisitor needs some competition for sure. Oh yeah, Zek, I forgot to mention. Yeah, so they did, they banned Splish Splash Whelp today. I totally forgot, because that wasn't like a actual patch. It was like a emergency kind of hot fix. Is it going to show up here now? Yeah, so as of today, Splish Splash Whelp is banned. And it is banned until the next balance patch, which I believe they said is 3 weeks after the expansion launch. So the balance patch, the balance patch will be the week of August 12th, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks it'll be banned for. So yeah, thanks for the reminder, Zach. I totally forgot that happened today. All right, then we got Adrenaline Fiend, 2 mana, 2/2. After a friendly pirate attacks, give your hero +1 attack this turn. So this card seems crazy on curve. Like, turn 1. Oh, maybe it's a neutral card. There's some card that, like, that card into that card just seems crazy. What card was I thinking of? Oh, I didn't get to it yet. This one. Yeah, so to me, like, imagine coin Sigil of Skydiving on turn 1 into this guy in turn 2. Just seems crazy. Like, I think, yeah, dropping this guy early on with Sigil of Skydiving or the location, I think it'll be good. Yes, that small indie company. Also, Void, I'm not saying there aren't good demons, just that Inquisitor is just better. And so if you're pulling from your deck, you want to hit them consistently. For sure. Like I said, Inquisitor is by far the best thing to cheat out. And if they want to make Big Demon Hunter a thing, they need to make big demons that are on like the same level as Inquisitor. Because why would you want, like you said, why would you want to cheat anything else out when you could just cheat Inquisitor out? Because, yeah, I mean, there are plenty of big demons to cheat out, but they just don't do anything except maybe Zilog or Magtheridon. Yeah. So I'm glad we're all on the same page here, though, that the problem with Big Demon Hunter is just the big demons kind of suck. Or like they don't have an immediate impact. Like this guy, right? Like, yeah, if you cheat him out with Cliff Dive, he has Rush. But if you cheat him out some other way, he does nothing the turn he's played. So yeah, definitely this needs Rush. But yeah, I think this, and then, yeah, Sigil Skydiving. By the way, I think the Sigil mechanic is pretty cool. So I'm glad that they're continuing that. But 2-mana Sigil, at the start of your next turn, summon 3 1/1 pirates with charge. So these two, like I said, go very well together. But yeah, I'm not into the 1/1 pirate charge theme they're going with here, but I'm hopeful for Big Demon Hunter. We'll see. Anemic sigils are interesting. Yeah, I do think sigils are really cool. I'm glad it's not like a thing they've just forgotten about. Hey, Fosco. How's it going? You have a good weekend? Why isn't it just +5 attack while alive? That's a good point, Loopy. That's a really good point. This could just read, your hero has +5 attack on your turn. And it would be like infinitely better. Because when is this ever going to attack multiple times? Does Shaman have some way to give this like Wind Fury? Let's look. Nope. Yeah. So, yeah. Loopy, you get a gold star for that suggestion. That would make this card a lot better for sure. And I don't know why they didn't do that. Oh well. All right, well, what I'm going to do... Get the hand camera set up. And then I'm just going to run a quick ad and just refill my drink, and then we'll come back. Come back and open these all up. So I have, I think, 12 packs, plus whatever other goodies come in the bundle I bought. So yeah, like I said, I'll run a quick little ad, be back in about a minute and a half, and then we'll get started on that. So see you guys in a minute. All right. So I'm super excited for this. I thought of this idea, I think around a month ago, and then I shopped around because these are typically pretty expensive. You know, I looked around. I found some stores that were sealing sealed boxes, but they were like $500, which I was not going to spend. And then I found this store, which I got these for $7 each, which I feel like is very reasonable because I saw a lot of other stores that had these for like $20 plus a piece. The only problem was they took a year, like not literally, but they took over 2 weeks to get here, which I'm super upset. Like I'm super annoyed because last week would have been the perfect week to do this because I got to do 2 early streams because of the holidays. But regardless, they're finally here. So once again, I got 2 packs of these ones through the Dark Portal. I got 2 of Heroes of Azeroth. I have 2 of Blood of Gladiators, which are in these packages. I'm not sure why. And then I have the big Scourge War box, which, like I said, I am not sure what's in this. I purposely avoided looking because I want it to be a surprise, but I know it has some packs in here. I think it's like a Magic bundle. So for anyone who was here for the Magic card opening I did a few weeks ago, I think it's similar to that. I think there's some packs in here. There's some other goodies. We will have to see. When I open this, I'll pull the camera back a bit too so we can see better. Speaking of the camera, I have, well, the actual camera. This is my old camera I used when I first started streaming, and it's shit. When I've used it for these card openings, it reminded me of how bad it is. So I'm glad I upgraded, but hopefully it does okay today, because sometimes the focusing and the color is not that great. But I got a bracket, so when I did the Magic opening, I had a tripod set up on my desk with the camera looking down, and it was just super janky and awkward. But I bought a metal like bracket that clamps on to my light, so I actually have the camera going straight down now. It's all professional and shit. But a little bit of information for you guys. So I have no idea what set. I didn't know what sets these were, right? When I ordered the packs, I basically just ordered a bit of everything they had. So when I actually got them today, I looked into it, you know, like how old are these sets, right? So this one, Heroes of Azeroth. Funny enough, this is the very first set. I had no idea. I kind of wish I bought more of this one now because, yeah, this is the very first set from October 2006. So these are 18 years old, which is pretty cool because I've never opened any packs for anything this old. So yeah, those are 18 years old, very first set. And then this one, Through the Dark Portal, this is the second set. So this is April 2007. So without even realizing it, I got packs from the first 2 sets, which is pretty cool. And then we got the Blood Gladiators, which that one was from March 2009. And then the big box Scourge War, that one's from November 2009. So we got 2006, 2007, and then 2 from 2009. Also, the reason I kept these in this package still is I wanted to show you guys. Let's see if it'll focus. Oh, you guys recognize that art? I don't think any's... Oh, is that art used in the game? It's like a moonkin. I didn't recognize any of the other ones, but that one I obviously recognize. Shield Maiden, I think it was called. That was the, what was it? 6 mana, 5/5, gain 5 armor, I think. Yeah. So I think what I'll do is I'll go in like reverse chronological order. I'll save the oldest ones for last. Oh, it's 5 mana, 5/5. Yeah, it was 6 mana before, right? So yeah, these ones are from 2009. Which, like I said, it's pretty cool. I've not opened Magic, Pokemon, anything this old before. Look at that, classic. Zek Scourge War looks super cool. Yeah, Scourge War. So I don't really know the details of the expansions either, right? So obviously, this just seems kind of like a classic World of Warcraft set that they probably started off with. Through the Dark Portal. I don't know if they did this on purpose, but you know, the first World of Warcraft expansion was the Burning Crusade, which it kind of seems like that's what this is. So I don't know if they released these. If anyone ever played Magic, or sorry, not Magic. If anyone ever played the WoW TCG, feel free to chime in and like correct me or let me know. But it kind of seems like they released sets in order of the expansions for the MMO, but I could be wrong. Also, what is the second expansion for WoW that I cannot remember right now? I keep wanting to say Knights of the Frozen Throne, but that's Hearthstone. Any WoW players here? What was that expansion called? I'm drawing a blank. Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah, why was I drawing a blank on that? So yeah, it kind of seems like Scourge War is Wrath of the Lich King, and then these Dark Portal ones seem like the Burning Crusade. But I don't know. I don't know if anyone here played or knows. Wow, these individually wrapped ones are annoying. Finally, geez. All right. So the one thing I don't know, actually... So once again, if anyone here played the WoW TCG, these ones are 15 card packs. These ones are 15 card packs. These ones are 19 card packs. I don't know why. But, so like I said, though, I am going to send these cards to viewers. I don't care to keep them. Like, I'm not going to use them, right? Like, I'll keep some of them for, like, just nostalgia, cool factor, but I'm going to send a bunch of these cards to you guys, so I'll have some details about that in the future. It's not going to be some contest where you have to retweet and share and all that shit. I don't care. I'll just have you like thumbs up a comment on the Discord, and then I'll send some cards to everyone. Also, I believe you can get like rewards for WoW in these. I think there's like treasure cards you can get that have promo codes for like WoW items. If that is the case and they're not expired, I'll give those to you guys as well. So we'll have to see. But once again, I'm not sure why this one's 19. So we'll have to see. What does it say? Each pack contains 19 cards. Some rare packs contain legendary loot. Oh yeah, legendary loot, which offers unique online character upgrades. So I have no idea what that means. But I'm pretty sure it's something you redeem in WoW. So let's see. These ones are from March 2009. So I'm very curious to see how many arts we recognize here. And like I said, I have absolutely no idea how this game plays. So what do we got here? Oh, it's a quest. A5 to complete this quest. Put the top card of your deck into your resource row face down and exhausted. So there was quests in the game. Okay. We're learning. Basehound. Stealth. Yeah, so kind of like, you know, any other TCG. So you got, looks like the attack, the health. Guessing that's the cost. And then, so I'm guessing like Hearthstone, you must have only been able to use cards from certain classes. And there was like dual class cards. See, look at that. WoW TCG did dual class 15 years ago. Why can't Hearthstone do it? The Ring of Blood. Another quest. I don't know how common these quest cards were. Hey, there's our first Hearthstone card. Anyone recognize her? Let me go to the... It's like Priestess of Elune? I think. Yep. Priestess of Elune. And, oh, this isn't even a creature. Priestess of Elune was like a vanilla creature. 6 mana, 5/4, restore 4 health to your hero. This looks like a buff. Attached to an ally, gives it +2/+2. But yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I didn't know the had like a class system. 6 mana, I can't. Yeah, some of the old Hearthstone cards, man, they're so bad. So actually, what I'm going to do is all of the cards that I recognize to have Hearthstone art, I'm going to put them aside because those are the cards I'm going to give away to you guys. Unless if you want these other cards, hey, you can have them. But I feel like I'm going to focus on giving away the cards that actually have Hearthstone art and stuff like that. That's a cool art. Gladiator scum. Oh, see, there's horde. I should have looked into how this game works, because look, this is the horde symbol. So some of these cards have class symbols. See, this one could be used by Druid and Paladin. And so what, did you pick? Did you have like a horde or alliance deck and then also picked a class for it? It's kind of cool if so. I'm surprised this art never got used for Hearthstone. It's cool art. Gladiator Magnus, here we got the alliance symbol now. Destroy an arena ally in your party, turn target resource face down. Oh, even the attack symbols are different. I wonder if that indicates something. This is a sword. Because it has +1, or like 1 attack. This one's a bow. So I wonder if was there like ranged, melee and ranged units? Gladiator Magana. So how do you know if these cards are like, is there common, rares, epics? I don't know. We're figuring this out as we go. Man, yeah, actually, this would kind of be a cool thought. Do you think this card would see play in Hearthstone? 5 mana, 4/5. Your minions have stealth. It's like that red herring card. I don't think this card would see play. But it's a cool idea. Oh, what is this? Primal Earth, crafting materials. What's UDE? Is this a WoW thing? Or is this like an ad? UDE points. Well, we'll look into that after. Brahu Starseer? Oh, this is a hero card. So you can see what it's Horde, Druid. It's got 28 life. See, man, there's so much shit to this game. Like, look at this. There's even like it's like crafting. What's it called? Crafting disciplines. It's got alchemy and jewel crafting. Apparently, I'm not sure how that was relevant to the game or not. Wait, it says flip. Wait, actually, there. Look at the backs of any of these cards. Oh, so that one just has a different back? Surprises is an actual Druid hero skin. Yeah, that's cool. Like, that's true. Yeah, so it says, on your turn, I'm assuming, yeah, pay 4, flip it. I don't know what that means. Also, the back of it looks like a signature card. Yeah, does this have any like gameplay relevance, or does it just look cool? It's just like a full art version. I don't know. Vic is a whole job system. Yeah, it seems like it. I wonder what this alchemy and jewel crafting actually matters, or if it's just like flavor text. Scar the Unbreakable. Oh, hero cards are flipped and have full art. Oh, that's cool. So it's just cosmetic then? So when it says flip, does it mean literally flip it? Oh, it has gameplay relevance. Okay. Then we got Scar the Unbreakable. Protector, I'm guessing, is like taunt. Prevent all damage that arena allies would deal to Scar. Kind of looks like Boulder Fist Ogre. I have no idea what's going on here. Oh, this is like equipment? Warlock, Priest, and Mage can equip it. When Cuffs of Devastation enters play, your hero deals 4 arcane damage to target opposing ally. There's a lot to this game. There's like equipment, there's heroes, there's Alliance and Horde, there's jobs. This one again seems like an art I'm surprised we didn't see in the game. Although if this art was in the game, you know, Blizzard would have changed it by now, because we can't have that. The benefits of practice. Instant ability. Oh, is that an instant like Magic? Could you play cards in your opponent's turn? That's cool if so. Can you pull anything valuable from these packs? I just know you can get the Spectral Tiger from this. I have no idea. Immick wants this card. All right, I'll set this aside for you. That one's for you. Kissy, that art would be nerfed. Yeah, this art would be a big no-no in modern Hearthstone. Too much skin. I'll set that aside for Immick. And then we have, yeah, benefits of practice. I'm joking. Too bad. You got it. Yeah, does anyone know? Is this an instant card like Magic where you could play this on an opponent's turn? Because if so, like, I know, you know, when I opened the Magic cards, we talked a lot about kind of pros and cons of Magic, and some people talked about Magic from like a Hearthstone perspective, and some people mentioned how they didn't like the instant cards in Magic, and to me, instant cards are like one of the coolest aspects of Magic. Zach, it says wrist, do I need a full set? Oh. It says wrist 1, right? So I'm guessing there's like sets. Maybe there's sets of armor that have like set bonuses, like in WoW. That's pretty cool if so. So yeah, we got this card. Furious Kala. It's really dark. Orc Shaman. Oh, this symbol's different too. There, man, going into this blind and trying to figure out how this game works, there's like so much going on. This is something I could see in the game. Hardiness. If this ally would be dealt damage, prevent one of it. That's a cool effect. I could see that in Hearthstone. As like a keyword. Then we got Glimmer of Hope. Interrupt target ability card. This targeting. This kind of seems like a counterspell type card. It's crazy how complicated these cards are. Yeah, there's a lot to soak in. Oh, Kissy says it's frost damage. Okay, so far I've seen range damage, melee damage, and that's frost damage. That's interesting. Is there like weaknesses like Pokemon cards? Edward Hack Robinson. Oh, so there's an actual graveyard mechanic in this game. Elder Thomas. Oh, sorry, I missed your message, by the way, Vic. Is there anything valuable to pull from these? I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. I to be honest, even if there was, I don't care. I'm still going to give them away to you guys. So if maybe, for all I know, I'm going to pull something expensive here and one of you guys will get it. I'll have no idea. Drain Eye Shaman. I can say that's like fire damage. Oh, there's also Shadow, Holy, and Nature damage. That's cool. Amy, I love the art so much. It's really very WoW-ish. Yeah, it is funny, right? To look at this because, yeah, it's literally like old Hearthstone art. Some of these, because obviously this art was used for Hearthstone, right? But some of these that weren't used, like I could see very much existing as Hearthstone cards. That's pretty cool. I felt like saying it because it's quite the shock with nowadays. Yeah, the art in Hearthstone is not quite the same, I will say. I love this so much more than current Hearthstone art. I agree, man. One of the big reasons I got into Magic when I was younger was the art. I thought the art in Magic is just so good, and it's still good. The art in Magic, like obviously there's some hits and misses, but overall the art in Magic is still very, very good. And I feel like I get Magic vibes from this. Like it's like that like dark, more like gritty, grungy art that this is why I like fell in love with Magic. It does look a bit like Doomsayer, eh? Oh, so there's like Holy, looks like. Oh, so that's haste, essentially, kind of haste rush. Arcane Torrent, when this ally enters play, target opposing card and play loses and can't have. Oh, it loses and can't have powers this turn. It was kind of worded funny. Atonement. Prevent all damage a target hero or ally would deal this turn. Hey, here's another one. Anyone remember the name of this card? I think it's the 1 mana 1/2. whenever something is healed, get +2 attack. Something like that. It's actually so funny that the 2 Hearthstone cards we've seen so far, neither of them are minions. This one's a minion in Hearthstone, and it's like an instant spell here. This one's a minion in Hearthstone, and it's like an ability. Imix says Light Warden. That sounds right. Hey, there's another one. And it's the same name, Forked Lightning. Although this is a bit different in that this hits the enemy hero and a minion. Forked Lightning hits 2 minions. That's cool. This is a cool one because it has the same name too. Yeah, see, I don't know. How do you tell if a card is like rare, common, uncommon? Is there a symbol I'm missing somewhere? Or was there commons and uncommons? Oh, I think I found it. So down at the bottom here, if it focuses. Come on, camera, you can do it. So see, it says Gladiators 40. That's in white. This one's in green. And then this one's blue. I'm guessing the different colors are the rarities. That's my guess. I don't know what's what. I'm guessing white's common and one's uncommon and one's rare. I don't know. But yeah, there's the 3 we got from that pack with Hearthstone art. Pretty cool. Zek, using ally for minion is confusing. Makes me think I have to target my own with Fork of Lightning. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. That is true. When you read the word like ally, you assume like your minion, right? Kissy and TCG don't have rarities like that, if I remember right. Oh. Well, I wonder why those have different color then. I don't know. Imic, it was so expensive in Hearthstone. 1 mana, deal 2 damage to 2 enemies, but Overload 2. Oh, I forgot I had Overload 2. That's crazy. Also, Vic, I was so convinced you need to grill your own minions. It does read really weird. I did not even think about that till Zek mentioned it. Oh man, these old packs do not want to open. I still don't know why this pack had 19 cards when all the rest have 15 though. Come on. Because when I checked on like the wiki, it looks like a normal pack is 15 cards. So I'm not sure why this one was 19. I did get that one, this card, which if anyone wants to steal that for UDE points, go ahead. I don't need this company probably went out of business 10 years ago. All right. Hey, we got Hearthstone art right away. Poof. Which, that is Vanish, I believe. Target ally's controller removes it from the game. At the start of the next turn, he puts it into party. So, ignoring the weird, like, ally party, it looks like... Yeah, this is basically, like, Vanish, but it's single target, and it comes back automatically. So it's like a blink spell if you play Magic. That's cool. Also, it's a Mage, Mage and Rogue card. Question of Gluttony, another quest. Pay 1 less to complete this quest for each card in your hand. Pay 7 to complete this quest. Draw a card. So it seems like if your hand is full enough, this is just like a cycle card. You play it and just draw a card. If I understand how that works. Steve, UDE points have been invalid for 14 years. All right, sorry whoever wanted that one. Is that the reward? Like, what is Primal Earth? I don't know what's going on here. Zek, party is your hand or battlefield like Pokemon. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the wording on some of these terms seems interesting. Double time. Ready target equipment. Is this maybe something that lets you like attack multiple times? It's saying double time, right? Maybe you would attack. I don't know. That's how I read this. It's letting you like attack a second time, maybe? The Ring of Blood. Gotta back up my mic a bit. Ring of Blood. Skargath. As a cost to play this quest face up, choose an opponent. He may draw a card. Oh, so it seems like you get to draw some cards for cheap, but your opponent draws a card. Gladiator Zemo. Arena allies in your party have +2 attack. Don't know what arena means. Oh, this is an arena ally. Oh, Chrissy said it's draw a weapon. Oh, it's basically draw a weapon. That's cool. There's a lot to this game, it seems like. Hey, I thought that was Milos Mana Storm for a second. Gladiator Rhino. When Rhino or another ally enters your party, put a Fell Hunter Demon token into play with 1 attack, 1 health. Alright, little gnome warlock that gives you a little demon. Another gladiator. When an arena ally in your party is dealt damage, it deals 3 unpreventable holy damage to its source. Yeah, Fosco, we're opening some real Magic cards, or I keep saying Magic, real Hearthstone cards today. Also, we got more UDE points. If anyone wants to go back in time 15 years, there's got 100 points there. Some of these descriptions seem like they were written by Google Translate. Yeah, I will say, let's say Magic, for instance, right? Old Magic cards were written very, very clunky. And over time, Wizards, like the company who makes Magic, they've kind of cleaned up the wording on cards. And they've been like shortening things and cleaning up things over time. But I definitely get old, like Magic the Gathering vibes from these cards, 100%. Like they just read kind of, maybe it's because I don't know the terms, but they read a little clunky, like old Magic cards, like I said. Salty, I found the Primal Earth 100 points card for sale online for 2 cents, so you can make some big money. Nice. So we got Primal Earth and Primal Fire now. We're going to get all the Infinity Gems. Bosco, I collected some Pokemon after the boom started back up. Nice. You still hold on to them, or did you end up selling them? Magic has mastered the language, though no other game is so deliberate in its meaning. I agree. Some people complain that Magic cards are too wordy, but the reason they're so wordy is to make sure there's no, like, it's crystal clear what the card does. It's Hearthstone cards, right? There are sometimes Hearthstone cards that if you just read them, you're not really sure how, like, interactions might work. With Magic cards, it is crystal clear how a card works and what it does. There's no room for interpretation. So yes, Magic cards are a little more wordy, but it's very clear how they work. And Hearthstone is very like ambiguous sometimes with its wording. So pro and con. Flip him. So this guy, oh yeah, it's another one of those hero cards. This one's got engineering and jewel crafting. He's a Alliance Druid. That's cool. That's something like they didn't have to do. So you know what I'm very curious about? Kissy, if you're here, did these hero cards go in your deck? Because, obviously card games are designed that you don't need sleeves to play them, right? And because of the back on this card, if this was in your deck and you weren't playing with sleeves, you would see it coming, right? So I wonder if this is like a commander where this starts outside of the game. This doesn't seem like a card you put in your deck simply because of the back, because you couldn't play without sleeves. What is going on here? What? So if I remember right, hardiness is the key word where it says every time it takes damage, it takes 1 less. And this has hardiness 20 times. Is that right? They couldn't like do this better? Is it meant to be funny? I don't know. Also, at Kissy, they function the same as Hearthstone hero cards. Basically, they replace your hero. Oh, okay. So, yeah, this card won't go in your deck, it seems like. Zeka really like the full arts. Yeah, it is cool. I love... That's something that Magic has been doing more and more, like the full art cards. I love it. Okay, they're like commanders, Kissy says. Yeah, all that hardiness, but 1 HP. Yeah, this... I thought this was like a typo or like a misprint when I first saw it. Maybe it's supposed to be funny, right? Because it's like it's an orc. It's supposed to be like dumb. Is that what's going on here? So does this have to take 21 damage to die? Is that how it works? That's funny. That's a funny one actually. Got this one again. Oh yeah, see, hardiness. It would be if it'd be dealt damage to prevent one of it. So it's like the only way to kill this with like some kind of spell that just says destroy it. Because you'd have to deal 21 damage to it, right? That's a funny one. Glimmer of Hope. We saw that card. Here's another equipment. Yeah, this is not like the shadow. I don't know why it's darker right there. I don't know if that was like the printing or if the darker section signifies anything. Destroy this. Put the top 2 cards of your deck into your resource row face down and exhausted. Don't know what that means. Zek, prevent the first 20 damage is insane. Yeah. Imagine this card in Hearthstone. 4 mana, 5/1. Ignore the first 20 damage. Actually, would this see play? Because there is so much conditional removal in Hearthstone, right? There's so many cards that just say, like, destroy a minion. And it would get around that. I feel like this would see play, though, right? It's effectively like a 4 mana, 5/21. Bosco, I made Reno Death Knight and I'm eating. Yeah, Reno Death Knight surprised me. Where were we? Omens of Terror. I'm surprised this art's not in the game. This looks like it could be like a Warlock card. Actually, it's a Priest card. Shadow Priest card. The art for that orc was used in Hearthstone. Oh, that's cool. For a Dalaran heist boss. That's neat. So this wasn't like a normal Hearthstone card. It was a boss in, was like those dungeon runs or whatever. That's cool. Amy would be good, I think, but vulnerable to the usual bullshit. Very hard to deal early on. Very annoying to give it taunt somehow. That's so funny, though. Thomas. Move an ally card from your graveyard as ferocity this turn. Whatever ferocity means. I'm guessing that's some kind of like arcane damage? Iris Lionheart. Protector. I'm guessing that's some kind of taunt-like effect. We've seen this guy. Got another Forked Lightning. It's cool to imagine these as like Hearthstone cards. I feel like this would not see play. 5 mana, deal 5 damage to the opponent and 5 damage to a minion. Would that see play? I don't play Shaman a lot. We'll say no overload. We'll go no overload. 5 damage to the opponent and one of their minions. Would that see play? Hey! This was my #1 worst removal card of all time in my top 5 video. Amy says with Flash of Lightning. Mimic says nope. But yeah, this was Corruption, I believe. And this I did a top 5 worst removal cards video, and this was my #1 card. This was my #1 worst removal card of all time. What does this do? Attach it to a target ally or hero. At the start of your turn, Your hero deals 1 shadow damage to the attached thing. Search your deck. Is this what it's called? Oh, so you can pay and like attach more to it. And it was corruption. Okay. Yeah, I remember, like I said, this is the #1 worst removal card in my video. Hey, it's another one. This is shit, what's this card called? Isn't it destroy an opponent's weapon combo, destroy one of their minions too? Something like that? Slash and Dash. When Slash and Dash enters play, you may destroy target exhausted ally. Your hero has stealth. That's cool. When your hero deals damage, destroy Slash and Dash. Oh, that's neat. So this basically gives your hero stealth permanently until you deal damage? That's cool. Sabotage. That's it, Immick. Was I right on the description? Let me look up the card. Oh, I got it. Wait. Oh, no, I got it backwards. I said it was destroy their weapon, combo, destroy a minion. It's the opposite. It's destroy a minion, combo, destroy their weapon. That's a cool idea. Like, Rogue has a card like this, right? Where I think it says give your hero stealth till your next turn. Imagine you could just give your hero stealth permanently until you attack. That'd be insane. All right, so that's the 2 Blood of Gladiators packs. And then the next oldest is Through the Dark Portal. So this one came out in April 2007. This is the second set that came out for the World of Warcraft trading card game. Which, like I said, these ones are 15 packs, 15 card packs now. I think it'd be really cool to open one of those treasure cards it talked about. Which it sounds like it's some kind of code for World of Warcraft. Does anyone know if I open one of those cards, is the code still valid or are they expired? Oh man, these packs. They got stronger with age. Come on. Slash and Dash seems really strong considering Forked Lightning was 5. Wait, can we compare these cards? This one's 3. Destroy target exhausted ally and has the stealth. And this is, yeah, 5 damage to the enemy and one of their allies. That is true. Let's evaluate the balance of WoW TCG cards. If it wasn't used, it may still be usable. No. Well, all I know is that sometimes promo cards or like promo codes from stuff like this, they have an expiry, and it might be like a decade or 2 later, right? But these cards, these packs are like 10 years old, so it might be expired. I don't know. I love that Slash and Dash artwork. Yeah, so like I said, all of these cards that have Hearthstone art, I'm going to set them aside and I'm going to send them to viewers. So I'll have a post on the Discord at some point. All you got to do is just thumbs up the post, and I'll leave it for like a week or something, and then I'll select a bunch of people that give it a thumbs up, and I'll send you guys cards. So we got Fingers, Untargetable, Lessons in Lurking. This basically gives anything stealth. Oh, see, it sounds like stealth here is like permanent. You don't lose it when you attack. And it sounds like, yeah, when you attack with a stealth guy, they can't like block. Imagine 2 mana, give a minion permanent stealth. Can you imagine? Old Ziliax Rogue would like this, yeah. Yeah, there's some busted cards here if they were in Hearthstone. Outrider Zarg. Can I join the Discord? Yeah, of course. There should be a link in the description of the video or right on my channel. But yeah, go ahead, join the Discord if you haven't already. I'll make a post at some point this week or weekend. And like I said, I'll leave it open for like a weekend. And anyone who thumbs up the list, depending how many of you guys there are, I'll randomly pick a bunch, or I'll just give you guys all cards. We'll see how many there is. But anyone know what ferocity means? Wow, this seems bad. 4 mana, 4/2. At the end of your turn, if it dealt no damage, destroy him. Does ferocity mean it can attack right away or something? Because would this just not die the turn you play him? It must have some way to attack right away, right? Maybe ferocity is like rush? I don't know. This just seems bad. Ferocity has to be charged for this to work. Yeah, this has to be either charge or rush. This Outrider guy is so funny because it's so on point with orcs and their lore with the demon blood and stuff. It's cool art too. I keep wanting to say like this reminds me of old Hearthstone art, but it's old Hearthstone art is this. It's the other way around. Yeah, if this is charge or rush, it's kind of cool. Oh, Frosty is basically rush. Okay. Infusion of Light. Your hero heals 3 damage from target. Yeah, so the way this is, it's worded funny. Basically just says, yeah, heal 3 damage from... Wait, can you have more than one hero? I'm so confused. Your hero heals 3 damage from target hero or ally. Definitely clunky wording like we talked about. At least to me. Amy, because the demon blow is the reason they're green now, and it made them permanently, almost literally, bloodthirst. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's cool. Actually, Amy, you're right. Yeah, like if this guy isn't like attacking and fighting, he just dies. That is neat. Yeah, so this is just heal, draw a card. Got a dude here with Protector, which I'm guessing is like Taunt. Oh, what's this? Oh, UDE points. Lose 1 star. What does this all mean? Oh, I just realized UD is Upper Deck, right? Because these cards are made by Upper Deck. So Upper Deck something? Does Upper Deck even exist anymore still? Maybe this card's worth like 5 cents or something. Mojo Mender. Oh, it's another hero. Flip it. Mojo Mender. So maybe you can answer this, Kissy. So this hero card, it basically you pay some mana and you flip it and it heals all damage from an ally, right? So when you flip it like this, how do you get it back to the other side? Is it just stuck like this? It's like a one-time effect? Is that how it works? I'm not sure. But it's cool that they do the full art for them. Oh, got another like Millhouse the Millhouse Mana Storm tease here. Spell Steal. Gain control of target ability. If it's attached to a hero or ally, you attach it to another hero or ally. Dark Cleric. That's the fun part. You don't. Oh, so when you use one of these hero abilities, you flip it. Oh, it remains on the flip side. Oh, okay. So this is an ability you can use like once. Okay, interesting. That's kind of cool. Doesn't seem that strong for a one-time use. Just fully heals 1 minion? I don't know. Man, see this art? I'm surprised this wasn't used for like a Hearthstone card. This looks like a warlock, some warlock card. Oh man, can you imagine if this was in Hearthstone? Deals 1 damage to a hero or minion and the controller discards a card for each damage dealt. People hate discarding cards on Hearthstone. Mojo Mender looks like a Marvel Snap card. You're right, actually. That does look like almost like comic book art. Yeah. Hey, you're very right. Got some cuffs. You could pay 1 less for your next ability this turn. It's like prep. on an equipment. Blood Fury. Oh, it's the first like X cost I've seen. Blood Fury enters with X Fury counters on it. Your hero has +1 attack when attacking for each Fury counter on it. That's cool. So you basically dump a bunch of mana or whatever into this card, and you... So an X cost, if it's like Magic, it basically means you can pay as much as you want. So when you play this card, you're paying 4 plus however much, and then however much X is, it gets these Fury counters, and it basically says your hero has that much more attack. So if you were to pay 5 for this, you pay 9 total, you would get 5 Fury counters on it, and you would have 5 attack during your turn. Yeah, the X cards are another thing from Magic I really wish they would add to Hearthstone, because they're so like variable. And the closest thing Hearthstone has is the forbidden cards. You know, they're these 0 cost cards that basically say spend all the rest of your mana and do whatever. That's the closest thing we've ever got to X cost cards in Hearthstone, and I really wish they would add them, because like I said, the X cost cards are great in Magic because you can dump a little bit of mana in them for like a small effect, or you can dump all your mana for a big effect. They have that like variable aspect. So it's cool that this game had it too. Kissy, another nerfed art for Hearthstone. Yeah, too much muscle, too many abs shown there. Zek, there's enough old MTG cards with babes for me to make a babe commander deck. Maybe I'll get back into commander after all. I'm glad we inspired you. Bubula. Stealth. Yeah, lots of ways to give people stealth too. It's funny because in Hearthstone, there's very few ways to like give your hero stealth or give minions stealth. Got a quest here, the Dying Balance. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. If you have different card types, put one in your hand and the other in the bottom of your deck. That's kind of cool. I can see something like that in Hearthstone. You know, reveal the top 2 cards after the same type of card. Put them both in your hand. Something like that. Oh, Kissy meant Mojo. Let's take a look at Mojo again. Is that the Marvel one? Yeah. Yep. Too much skin. Too much cleavage. She would be nerfed for sure. Then we have Shred Soul. Oh, this is basically, what was it, like life sentence? Remove an ally from the game. This is for Warlock. Does Warlock... Actually, no, they do. Warlock has a couple like hard removal cards like this. But usually they... Because there's the one, right? I think it was 4 mana, destroy a minion and one of your mana crystals. I was thinking of. Dana. Okay. It's +1 health for each card each resource you have. Mojo is going in my commander deck for sure. Got a night elf hunter. Got more cleavage going on there. If it's in combat, remove from combat. Okay. Yep, got more Booba Imic. Blizzard was a lot less conservative with their art back then. All right. Morik. So we know this is like Rush, I believe. Yeah, so this is basically Rush. Wow, this card's poo-poo. 3 mana 2/2 Rush. When it attacks, each player draws a card. At least if this was in Hearthstone, this seems bad. Flash of Steel. Your hero deals 3 melee damage to target hero or ally for 4. Again, seems very bad from looking from a Hearthstone's perspective. Hey, this is Fairy Dragon. 2 mana 3/2 hexproof, basically. Or elusive, yeah, that's what it's called in Hearthstone. Poison Water. Choose one. Shuffle any number of cards from your graveyard into a deck or draw a card. If your hero is a Tauren, you may choose both. That's cool. Blessing of Freedom. I thought we were going to see, I'll be honest, I thought we were going to see a lot more art from Hearthstone here. Instant. I've got another one of these. UDE points. Got another hero card. So what does she do? Flipper, when an ally in your party deals combat damage this turn, heals that much damage from herself. See, this ability seems so much stronger than the other hero ability. The other hero ability, you just had to to fully heal a minion. This one, yeah, basically kind of gives your ally, I guess, gives something lifesteal, essentially. Kick. Your hero deals 2 melee damage to target hero or ally. If you target a hero, you may interrupt an ability card played by its controller. Okay. Oh, the Blood Elf's an old classic. Yeah, that ability doesn't seem that bad. It seems much better than the other hero we saw. Oh, recognizable art. Nice. I always liked the Blood Elves. So yeah, kick. Fun part about the heroes is you can have more active at the same time. Oh, I just assumed you can only have one hero, right? Is there a limit on how many heroes you can have up? Come on, man. Any hero or ally that can attack Gamon, including characters in your party. So this is a 1-mana 1/1 that you could attack your own minion? That is an interesting mechanic. Do you think that would see play in the game in Hearthstone? It could be in some kind of enrage deck, right? Yeah, imagine a 1-mana 1/1 that your minions can attack it. I think that would see play in an enrage deck. There would have to be some kind of combos you could pull off with something like that. Okay, so they act like your commander. Your hero, then you can have more hero cards in play as commanders. Okay, so the hero cards aren't like a unit on the board, it sounds like. But yeah, that's neat idea. I think this card would see play in Hearthstone. I think there would be some combo potential there or something, right? Oh, that's an ugly one. Oh, that's a very warlock effect. Basically destroy one of your minions to destroy an enemy minion. I mean, wouldn't it be better to just hit face? Yeah, but think if you're running an enrage deck, right? Think if you're running an enrage deck and your opponent has no minions on the board. This could be a way to enrage one of your minions. So that's what I was thinking. It's like an enrage enabler. Yeah, that face. That's a face only a mother could love, for sure. Rake. Hey, Rake is in Hearthstone. Not this art, though. At the start of your turn, if your hero is in cat form, deal 1 melee damage to attached creature. Bogged, and you're in a winning position. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of cool combo you could pull off with something like that. Hey! This is... what, Gelbin... Mechaneer or something like that in Hearthstone. Hey, it's actually, this is very, very similar. I think the Hearthstone card is a 4-mana 2/4 that summons a 2/1. I think. This is a 3-mana 2/2 that summons a 1/1. That's kind of cool. The numbers are changed a bit, but it's basically the same effect as Hearthstone. Basically a body that summons a little like mechanical dragon guy. So that's neat. Point blank. Oh, that's, look at that art. If your hero is defending, deal 3 range damage to target if your hero is defending, deal 3 range damage to target attacker. Hey, oh, that's cool. This is gonna be like the grand prize. The perfect stout. Choose one. Target ally can't attack this turn or draw a card. If your hero is a dwarf, you may choose both. That's really neat. Yeah, that'll be a cool card to give away. Bartender of the Claw. Protector and Stealth. These, unless I'm misunderstanding, this seems like a weird combo. Basically Stealth and Taunt, if I understand that right. Man, so there is flavor text on these cards, but they're so small. Camera doesn't want to focus. But, yeah. Any others here? Yeah. They have flavor text, but it's so small. You can see. Which, we talked about it during the Magic stream. Some people like flavor text, some people not so much. I'm like indifferent to it. Unwelcome visitor. Target player destroys. So I'm guessing this is like an, for any Magic players out there, I'm guessing this is like an edict effect. It just makes your opponent choose a minion to destroy of theirs. That's what it seems like. All right. So now we're going to the oldest packs here. I had no idea when I ordered these that this is the very first set. So this came out in October 2006. So 18 years ago, right? Can I math? That's 18, right? Yeah. So these are 18 years old, these packs. That's cool. Innkeeper card with a bruised goat. How can you beat that? Yeah, I think this is the coolest card we've opened so far. 100%. This will be like the grand prize to give away. Also, close second is Imix card. That one's accounted for already. But yeah, so these are the oldest cards. Well, yeah, the oldest cards you can get because they're the first set. So let's take a look. And then I have the bundle to open after this. And wow, yeah, these, like I said, maybe the glue over time gets stronger. All right. Ironforge Guards. Gets more health for everyone named. So actually, Kissy, maybe you can answer this. So in Hearthstone, you can have 2 copies of a card in your deck, right? In Magic, you can have 4 copies of a card. In this game, how many copies of a card could you run? Because this card, it gets stronger the more copies of it you have, right? I'm curious how many you can run in a deck. Also, Steve, what's the flavor text on the Innkeeper? Good point. Let's see here. I'm on a quest to make the perfect stout. I know I can do it. Brewing's in my blood. Who is this dude? Ray. Come on, camera. You can do it. Rage Old Barley Brew. That's who that is? Rage Old Barley Brew. Interesting. We got his name, guys. Oh, Kissy's not too sure. I would be surprised if it was like more than 4. I'd be surprised if you could put more than like 4 copies of a card in your deck. Vanquish. Wow. This card is so simple. It's got the cost, it's got 3 words, and that's it. Destroy target ally. All right. It's just your standard 4 mana removal. That's so funny. Rayhold is the person on the card. He's the Innkeeper. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, we only know him as the innkeeper in Hearthstone, but it's Rayhold is his actual name. That's funny. I had no idea. But yeah, it's so clean, so simple. It's funny. Hey, what's his name? South Sea Captain, I think. So we got another one. Another Hearthstone card. Flash Heal. 1 mana, heal 4 damage. Vanquish looks like a 1993 Magic card. Yeah, I did think the art looks like... The art on this one stood out. Like, no offense, but it looks like this, like, it's just some dude in his basement made this art. Like, I don't know, it stands out for sure. Like, one is not like the other. Like, don't get me wrong, I couldn't draw this, but it definitely stands out. Fun fact, all the flavor texts are from the people on the cards. Sometimes they're just straight up quotes from WoW. Oh, that's cool. The art is so much better than current Hearthstone. Oh, 100%. You know, like I talked about with those new portraits coming out in Perils of Paradise, the Hearthstone art has got a little goofy lately. You know, it's got that like Pixar animated movie vibe, which I'm not really into. But yeah, these cards... Like, literally, this is old Hearthstone art, right? And yeah, the art style here is so much better. But yeah, 1 mana, heal 4 damage. Orgrimmar Grunts. Hey, this is the exact same card as this, just for, like, the Horde. So, oh, they're literally the same. They're 2 mana 1/1s. Oh, this one gets more health for every one you have, and this one gets more attack. Which, can I just say, from like a design perspective here, they have attack as like an acronym short form, ATK. Why is health not shortened? Like, it looks, I don't know, it just looks clunky to me. But like we talked about, right? This is the very first set. Maybe they fix this. Maybe they fix this later on. But Magic had very clunky wording in the early sets that they fixed. But I wonder if they change that. HLT? Yeah, I don't know. It's weird having one stat shortened and the other not. It just, I don't know, it looks weird. Also, Winter, they probably made some new hires. I don't mind, but I can understand why others do. You talking for like the art here? I kind of like the variety of styles over one homogenous theme. So that's actually one thing I love about Magic. Like, let me see. I have the Magic cards over here that I opened still because I haven't sorted them or put them away. So with Magic, you know, they commission a ton of artists. It's like Hearthstone, right? I'm sure Hearthstone commissions a ton of artists for the art. And Magic, people are free to kind of give their own flair on the Magic, right? So Magic... You can have different cards in the same set that have very different art styles, and it's great, you know? Like, here's some... Let me see if I can find an example here. But some of the art for Magic has very unique art styles, and it's great. And it's cool that the different artists have that, like, freedom, right? And there's certain artists with Magic that they're very... Like that. So you can see most of these have kind of like the same Magic art style, right? But then, like, look at this card. Like, stuff like that. That the artists in Magic, yeah, they have the freedom to be a little bit more creative with that. Holy shit, I love the shiny ones. Yeah, shiny cards are always great. Where'd they go? Yeah, shiny. Shiny's always nice. But, oh, there's another one. Oh, these are from the same artists, I believe. So there's another one. Like, that's so cool. And it's different, right? It's different than like your typical Magic artwork. So that the fact that they get to give their own flair on it is great. Any other examples? But yeah, there's certain artists. Oh, this one. This artist here, what's his name? This camera. Richard Kane. Richard Kane. Oh yeah, Richard Kane Ferguson. Yeah, this guy also has very like iconic art. But it's cool. Meanwhile, Hearthstone doesn't have that vibe, right? Hearthstone, they all just look the same. They all just look like cookie cutter Pixar art at this point. So Magic still has that like variety in its art, which is great. Chrissy, speaking of portraits, I only buy the original serious ones, not the goofy ones. Original debut Medivh, not the funny Medivh ones. Yeah, the portrait art has definitely gone downhill recently, and it's too bad. For example, I've talked about it multiple times, but the new ones coming out in Perils of Paradise look so bad. Also, Bog, you can only have 4 copies of each card unless the card is unlimited. Oh, okay. Oh, these have unlimited. So right there. So where's the other card? Yeah. So these guys are basically the same. So if I'm understanding this correctly, you can put as many of these in your deck as you want. And then for every one of these you have, they get +1 health. And for every one of these you have, they get +1 attack. That's cool. Magic has some cards like that too. Magic has some cards that it specifies in the body of the card that you can put as many copies in your deck as you want. And usually the same thing. They benefit for having like multiple copies of them out. Pirates versus Ninjas. Who wants these UDE points? Actually, so I'm going camping this weekend. I could take these UDE points as some fire starters maybe. Radak Doombringer. What's the hero card? That's cool art. Also, did you catch that? There's a Hearthstone card behind this one. Flip him, destroy one of your pets. Destroy one of your pets. He deals X damage to target hero or ally, use only on your turn. Yep, you caught it, Immick. Got Assassinate. This one's called Lobotomize. Destroy target resource. If your hero is stealth, put the top card of your deck into your resource row. That's a cool condition. I feel like we've never seen that in Hearthstone, have we? Where it's like, do X, but if it's stealth, do Y? That's neat. Definitely seems like this game has a much bigger focus on stealth. You know, stealth isn't utilized a whole lot in Hearthstone at this point. But there's a lot of cards I've seen that, you know, give things stealth or have stealth or like benefit from stealth. But yeah, that's going in the Hearthstone pile. Camping or winter, I love camping, going with friends or family or alone. Just me and my girlfriend. So yeah, I have gone camping my entire life. You know, since I was a kid, my dad used to take me and my sisters. We would go 2 or 3 times a year, typically every summer. And yeah, I love camping. So we're going about 3 hours away, just the 2 of us, going from Saturday to Monday. So we're doing 2 nights, 3 days. And I'm really excited. It's my first trip this year, so I'm very excited to just chill a bit. Hide of the Wild. If your hero would heal damage, it deals that amount of damage +1 instead. That's interesting. Am I crazy, or is there a Paladin secret with this art? Winter, we have something kind of like that with this expansion. There's a 1 mana new Paladin spell that gives +1 attack if it already has Divine Shield. Oh, that's true. Oh, this is a Paladin spell? Oh. Maybe it's because it's a 1 mana spell. Yeah, Zek. So again, like I have to give them a break because this is the very first set, and I'm sure they were figuring out the wording and the clunkiness. But 100%, if your hero would heal damage, that is, it's written very funny. Oh yeah, Immick, it's 1 mana, give a Divine Shield. Where is it here? Oh, Hand of Protection. Yep, so this is the Hand of Protection art. Oh, it's very, very similar effect too. You basically attach this to a minion and it prevents all damage that would be dealt. But then it destroys at the end of the turn. So it's basically a one-turn effect to prevent any damage. Oh, I thought we got like Chillwind Yeti for a second. Are we there yet, Yeti? Put 3 mechanical Yeti tokens with 1 attack and 1 health into play. Okay. Jinlak Nightfang. Target hero or ally can't protect this turn. So I'm guessing it just means like they can't block this turn. 2 mana, 1 turn Divine Shield. That seems awful. Yeah, it is funny to evaluate some of these cards from like a Hearthstone perspective. Some of them seem very strong and some seem very, very bad. Crazy Igvand. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like taunt, essentially. So it's a 2 mana 0/6 taunt. Turbo bad. Rend. Attached to an ally or a unit. At the start of your turn, your hero deals 1 damage to attack. So is this like, you put this on an enemy minion, I'm assuming, right? And then every turn it just deals 1 damage? Very slow, but it's only 1 mana, I guess, right? Into the Maw of Madness. So this is just like free card draw? You play this and destroy it? That's what it seems like. Warden. Oh, see, here's a good one. A good Hearthstone comparison. From my understanding, this is a 1 mana 1/1 elusive taunt. Would that see play? That would be crazy in hand buff Paladin right now. Like imagine, they play the 1 mana 1/1 Divine Shield. Imagine instead of Divine Shield, it had elusive. I was playing today or yesterday when I had someone drop like a 7 mana, a 7/7 version of it. Imagine a 1 mana 7/7 elusive. That'd be fun. How much does the quest cost to play? I could be wrong. Maybe Chrissy, if you can correct me. I think the quests are free to play because usually there's like the cost is up here, right? Like this costs 1. There's no cost for the quest. Maybe quests are free? Maybe you can only play like 1 per turn or something? Maybe that's how it's balanced? Because yeah, usually the quests have some kind of like harder condition. Usually you have to like pay some or do something. This is the first one I've seen like this. That just seems like free card draw or free card cycling essentially. But yeah, 1 mana 1/1 elusive taunt. I can see that scene play. Like I said, I think in hand buff Paladin, that'd be better than the Divine Shield guy. All right, so open the second pack, and then we open the big bundle. Myas the Putrid. 2 mana 1/1. Opponent discards a card. Oh, Christy says most of them are free. Okay. Winter, but even then, you play the quest as a card, and then after going through the trouble of destroying it to get the card. Yeah, I don't know, maybe some kind of like miracle deck. Like I feel like a miracle rogue would play that, right? It's essentially a 0 mana draw card. Also, got Booba alert over here. That's a no-no for current Blizzard. Ravenous Bite. I'm so surprised this art never got used. This seems like it looks like a hunter spell. Maya seems strong. Yeah, for sure. Like discarding cards, very, very strong in Hearthstone. Also very, very frustrating. People very typically do not like that, right? But for sure, a 2 mana 1/1 that makes your opponent discard a card, that would see play 100%, I think. Chrissy, 2 mana 1/1 with nerfed art. And I'm not saying that because of the chest. But yeah, I think this would see play. Oh man, imagine this with like Rogue. Imagine Rogue shadow stepping this card, just making you discard your whole hand like on turn 3. Yep. Oh yeah, this is a raptor. I thought it was a snake. That's kind of cool. Target ally gets +3. Oh yeah, see, whoever pointed out the fact that minions are called allies in this, it's very apparent on this card that it's like weird text. Because it's essentially like a friendly ally gets this, an opponent, like a opposing, minion gets this. But the way it's worded, it's kind of clunky. But yeah, they say buff up your dude, make theirs weaker and trade. Big Game Hunter. Does both happen? I'm assuming so. Yeah. It doesn't, like, because I've seen some cards that say choose one, and this doesn't, so I'm assuming both happen. Also, you got Big Game Hunter, which we have Big Game Hunter in Hearthstone. Oh, yeah, see here, Winter, here's an example, right? So here's a quest, and see, you have to pay 2 to complete. And then you reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Sorry, this card almost killed me. Big Game Hunter. Yeah, pay 2 to complete. Reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Put a equipment card into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your deck. So yeah, basically you're paying 2 mana to look at the top 4 cards of your deck and grab an equipment. Kulon Earthguard. At the end of your turn, ready. That's the first time I've seen that mentioned. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Maybe it's like Magic. Maybe if things block, it becomes like tapped. But at the start of every turn, it gets untapped. Oh, at the end of your turn. Oh, so maybe, yeah, you can essentially like attack with this guy and tap him, and then he gets untapped. I don't know. That's my guess. Physically hurt you to see Big Game Hunter violated in such a way. Maybe protectors don't attack usually. Oh, maybe. Yeah, protector might be like defender in Hearthstone. Ready is summon or draw. I still don't understand how it works. Sudden reversal. Target ally is +4 attack when defending this turn. So it's cool that this has instant effects because Hearthstone doesn't. So this is basically a combat trick, right? Your opponent attacks into you and you play this to buff it. Something like this is very common in Magic. And cards like this are like honestly what I love about Magic. Oh, it has vigilance. Yeah, Zach, you're right. That's what I thought it was. It's essentially vigilance. Which, like I said, if you don't play Magic, basically how Magic works is whenever you like attack in Magic, you turn the card sideways. And when it's like that, it can't block. So it seems like this guy, yeah, he goes sideways, but at the end of his turn, he goes vertical again. Winter, I like that Hearthstone doesn't have instants, to be honest. Yeah, at this point in Hearthstone's life, there's no way they can add it to the game. But maybe I'd like it more if I got to play with it. Honestly, instants make the games feel so much more interactive. You know, like Hearthstone, right? Hearthstone, you pass the turn, you just shut your brain off and you just wait for them to take their turn. But in Magic, you need to like constantly pay attention. There's constant interaction between you and your opponent, and it's just so much more engaging. So I can understand for a new player, maybe instant cards feeling frustrating, but I think it just makes the game so much more interactive and interesting. And it adds like a mind game element too, where sometimes you have to be careful like attacking or doing certain things because your opponent might have an answer. So yeah, I love instant effects. Got another UDE point. Thangal, another hero. Torn guy. So what's his ability? Flip him to ready him? Use only while he's in bear form. I don't know what that means. Maybe there was another card to go along with this? Like a bear version of him? How does Magic solve AFK players or ropers? So the way it works in Magic Arena is you have, there's obviously like a rope, just like in Hearthstone, right? And you basically, it's almost like a chess timer where you have so much time that you can rope, like use as a rope time, right? And as the game goes on, if you end your turn, you know, like say quickly or within a certain period of time, you can add time to your rope timer. So say by default, you know, if you went like AFK in the beginning of a Magic match, maybe it'll burn out for like a minute or two, right? But you can add on time. So late game, so you have like a complicated turn, you might be able to burn that rope for like 5 minutes. So it's basically how it works. That it kind of rewards people who like play quicker by giving them extra time. But if you just keep roping every turn, it'll actually be like shorter and shorter. And then so the way it works in person is if you're playing a tournament or like say you're playing like a best of 3 match, right? In person, there is a timer for the round. I don't know if this has changed or if I'm remembering wrong here, but I remember it being, I think, 50 minutes. So basically you'd have 50 minutes to play the best of 3. And if the time runs out in the middle of a game, you each get 5 more turns, I believe. And if there's no winner at those 5 turns, it's just a draw. Which was always interesting because say you're in the middle of a game and you go to time and it's like an aggro player versus a control player, right? At that point, the control player more than likely can't win. So they're just spending those turns trying to not die. Because if the control player can stay alive for those last couple turns, it ends in a draw. And then obviously the aggro player is trying to finish them off. I always thought, you know, my games didn't go to time often because I wasn't a very slow player, but I always thought it was interesting when games went to time sometimes. Like it was very intense turns. But yeah, I got this hero, Torn. Hey, Chromie. Chromie's been on multiple cards, but I don't know if this art was ever used. Wow, this... So this is it's a 6 mana 2/4. And it's basically saying tap and remove her from the game. Take an extra turn after this one. Chrissy, was this card busted? Immic, this was used for sure. Yeah, I feel like in every single card game, extra turn effects are always busted. Like, basically every extra turn effect in Magic, it's been like banned in some format, at least. Can you tap same turn? So if it works the way it works in Magic, you can't tap at the same turn. So, you know when you summon minions in Hearthstone and like they're... is it called summoning sickness in Hearthstone or they're fatigued or whatever it is? It's basically the same with Magic, where when you play a card, it can't tap the turn it's played unless it has like haste or something. So yeah, you would basically play this and then the next turn you can activate the effect. But still, extra turn effects are like crazy strong. Also, Immic posted a link. That's a card in the game? Oh, Taverns of Time. What's Taverns of Time? Oh, it was a card that was like temporarily in the game. Okay, so wow, so they used this on a card in like 2018. So they still use some art from this game like way later. Wow. I think officially the game refers to it as sleeping or something, but summoning sickness is a term used. Yeah, summoning sickness is like the Magic terminology. I couldn't remember, yeah, if Hearthstone uses any other term or not. But wow, I had no idea they were still using the art so late in the game. And we got Shadow Bolt. I think there's a Shadow Bolt spell in the game. Your hero deals 3 damage to target ally or hero. If it's destroyed, you discard a card. Wow. We've come across a bunch of discard effects. It's funny because there's certain things on these cards that I feel like you don't really see in Hearthstone. There's a lot more stealth effects that you don't really see in Hearthstone and discard effects. You don't really see those too often. Another nice, clean, simple card. 3 words. Destroy target equipment. Oh, this is another one with the weird art. Does it say the artist? It does. Let me look at that other card. Is it the same artist? This one. It's very similar. So this one, the artist is... Oh, it's so small. Jeremy? Something with an M. Let's check this card. Look him on the camera. It's probably too small. It is. It's the same artist. Man, their art really stands out. I actually really like this art here. It's a very different style, but it looks cool. So far, these are the only cards I've seen that like really stand out from like an art perspective. Pretty cool. What does this even do? It's a weapon, has +2 attack while your hero is attacking an exhausted ally. Oh, so it's basically stronger when you attack something that's like already attacked. That's neat. Was this looks familiar. Was this used? Other allies have 1 health. Wow, this seems pretty bad. 5 mana 4/4. Your other minions have +1 health. This seems like a vanilla Hearthstone card. Like this is a card that would, like, exists in the core set 100%. Bloodguard Malwani has +1 attack for each damage on him. Okay. Immic, I don't think it was used. Yeah, this looks familiar. Blue Leaf Tubers. Pay 2 to complete the quest. Shuffle your graveyard into your deck. Those effects are sometimes very... Depending on the deck, these effects can be very, very strong. If you have a deck that like discards a lot of cards and stuff like that, that could be useful. Mind Spike. Your hero deals 1 damage to target hero or ally. Its controller discards a card for each damage dealt. You see more discard. Lots of discard effects. Hey, it's a Void Lord. I just realized the mana costs have different symbols here too. I'm assuming this is like their tribe. Oh, Void Walker. Did I say Void Caller? Oh, Void Lord. I was close. But there's a lot going on in these cards. Like the corner here, it's got a Horde symbol, Alliance symbol. Some of them have classes. The actual frame on the cost is different. I don't know if that's cosmetic or if that is like the tribe. Or no, it's not the tribe because this is a troll, rogue, night elf, druid. Maybe it's just cosmetic. I don't know. Steve, honestly, I'm glad Hearthstone doesn't use a graveyard system. See, maybe I'm biased because I have so much experience with Magic, but I like... Because... So in a way, Hearthstone does have a graveyard because, you know, there is, say, like resurrection cards, right? Like Hearthstone technically does have a graveyard. It's just not like viewable. And I just think it's kind of clunky as a result. I wish it was possible to view your graveyard in Hearthstone or like what's died. Oh, Void Lord's the 9 mana one. Oh, okay. Yeah, this art I don't think was used. But it's the same idea. Void Walker is a Warlock pet. That's why the Warlock symbol. Yeah, so that I understand. But see here, this has like the legendary symbol from Hearthstone. And then this one has a slightly different symbol. This one, again, has a different symbol. So I don't know if this border on the mana cost, if that means anything, or it's just cosmetic. Yeah. All right, now we move on to the big boy. Give me a second to just organize this a bit. I have all my UDE points. These will be my fire starters this weekend. And then we got all of the cards. I honestly thought we'd have more cards with Hearthstone art. So for anyone who's joined us late, though, I will be giving these cards away to viewers. So I'll put a post on the Discord at some point this week or on the weekend, and basically just like the post, and I will select a bunch of people and give these away. So depending how many people like the post, I will send people either, a couple cards or one card. We'll have to see. But yeah, I'll give these cards away to you guys. But just as like a recap, we got this Paladin spell. We got Assassinate. South Sea Captain, I think it is. This is the coolest one. The Innkeeper. Then we got her. Fork Lightning. Isn't this called... Actually, just realized, isn't this called Forked Lightning in Hearthstone? Let me look. It is. It's called Forked Lightning, and it's called Fork Lightning here. That's interesting. And we got Vanish. Another Forked Lightning. Got her. Yeah. So we got some more packs to open, though. And then we got Imik's Booba card. Can't forget that one. So yeah, let me see here. I'm gonna raise the camera a bit, because this is a big boy and it doesn't even fit all in frame. So let me raise the camera here. All right, that's a little better. Like I said, I have this arm mounted to my light now, and I have the camera going straight down, so I got a whole professional setup now. There's nothing in my my way. Because before, I had a tripod sitting basically right here, pointed down. It was very clunky and awkward. Zek's got to head out. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. You can catch the last bit on the YouTube video afterwards. But yeah, take care, man. Also, Chrissy, the colors are factions, Alliance, Horde, Legion, Neutral Passive. Oh, okay. And Pets, Minions. Oh, okay, so it seems like those borders mean something. Imik, man, I have to open some packs myself. Yeah, I have to say, yeah, opening packs is fun. So yeah, like I said, I don't know what's in this. I know there's some packs and some other goodies. I purposely didn't look what's in this because I want it to be a surprise. But it says 101 cards per box. And I think there's 5 or 6 packs in here. So we'll see what else there is. Okay. It's like a deck box. Which, by the way, this stuff too, I'll just give away to you guys. Yeah, got a deck box. Divider inside. So yeah, this is from November 2009. So this is, what, 15 years old? Yeah. Little deck box. Oh, I wasn't expecting this. This is cool. This will be fun to give away. Let me get this out of the way. This is a playmat, it looks like. Oh, I won't even be able to get it all in frame. Yeah, this is a playmat. So for anyone who plays like physical card games, you see it's got like the rubber back. Yeah, that's cool. So on this side, you got some dudes. Oh, I will give this away as well. Cool. It's got some creases in it because it's been sitting in a box for 15 years now. But I'm sure, if you flattened it out, I'm sure it'll flatten out. But yeah. Oh, Kissy's got a similar one. Nice. Yeah, so I will include this in the giveaway. So, like I said, I'll make a post on the Discord. You just got to thumbs up it. I'll leave it for like a week or something like that. And I'll take all the people that thumbs up it. I'll give away this mat. I'll give away the deck box. I'll give away the cards from the Hearthstone. Yeah, I'll just give this stuff all away to you guys. Little 1,000 subscriber celebration. But yeah, I wasn't expecting to see a playmat. That's cool. Yeah, neat. Let me roll it up. Maybe it'll help the creases a bit. Ancho, wow, I did not realize how fleshed out the trading card game was. Yeah, me either. There's a lot more like depth to these cards than I expected. There's a lot more like keywords. There's a lot more going on. Sure. It's a little too bad that they killed it for Hearthstone. Like I said, from my understanding, they literally said, yeah, we're stopping it because we want to focus on Hearthstone. So that's a bit of a bummer. If I was into this game and that happened, I'd be so bitter with Hearthstone. So what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs. Although these ones say they're 19 cards again. So Kissy, do you know why did they change from 15 to 19? We got those. Oh, this is like a promo card, I'm guessing. Tiny. Wait, what? Gonna focus. When you play a resource face off, pay blah blah blah. There's like a strip to pull off here. And it says redeem at WoWTCG.com/loot. Does this give you something in WoW? Okay, so you use it as a mouse and keyboard pad. Nice. Yeah, I guess that's true, right? Just like this pad. Like normally my keyboard is right here. This is my mouse pad. But yeah, even if you don't play card games, right? That mat I just opened, yeah, you could use it for like a mouse and keyboard pad for sure. So I'll have to look into this. Because it looks like there's a code under there, and I wonder if it gets you something in WoW. It'd be cool. So if anyone here plays WoW, you can have it. That'll be part of the giveaway. So we got here some kind of booklet. Oh, it's a poster. I'm guessing these are all the cards from this set. Oh, that's not as fun as I was expecting. It looks like it's just all the cards in the set. I thought it'd be like an actual poster, maybe on like the back or something. That's not as fun. Oh, Kissy says this specific one is a mount, a very, very rare one. Okay. You can sell it for a really big amount of money. Okay. I'm still gonna give it away to you guys. So maybe what I'll do is I'll do a separate post, because I'll be honest, I want to give this away to someone who's going to redeem it. I don't want to give this to someone and then see it on eBay a day later, right? So maybe I'll do a separate post, and you know, if anyone who plays WoW can enter to get this, because I don't play WoW. I dabbled in it a little bit in the early years, but I haven't in a long time. So yeah, I'll give this away to someone, but I want you guys to actually use it. I don't want to give it to someone just to sell. That's no fun. And then just a little information. Okay, so we got 5 packs. We got the playmat, and we got that promo card in the deck box. That's cool. Well, Kissy, you can enter the giveaway then. Because like I said, I'll put a post on the Discord, either maybe before I leave for camping. Maybe I'll put it up on Friday, and then I'll leave it for like a week. And then whoever... Also, look at how bad the exposure on this camera is. My skin is like blinding right now. I don't miss using this camera. This one is so much better. But yeah, maybe I'll put a post up on... Give it to Kissy, easy. Hey, yeah, if there's no one else that plays WoW, you're a shoo-in. But yeah, do you know how much? Imic asked. Is that the mount? It looks like it's like a raptor. Is that the mount you get in the game? That'd actually be really funny if the mount in the game had like the thing dangling in front of it. Well, I'm glad I got something that can be redeemed in WoW, because I remember reading that you can get these like treasure cards that have redemptions. All right. So this one is actually the latest set. It's not the latest set ever. The last set for this game came out in 2013, but out of the packs I'm opening, this is the oldest set. This is 2009. So game released in 2006. So this is 3 years into the game. We'll have to see if the cards are as clunky as they were before. A lot more text. Wait, what? A character dealt damage this way loses and can't have powers this turn. That must not mean like loses the game, right? These kind of mounts from TCG are no longer available. That's why they're so rare and expensive. So if I could be wrong, right? But if I had to guess, I'm guessing this is guaranteed in the bundle. Or maybe there's a couple there's a couple different things that could be. Imic, apparently digital code is from 39 and IRL can be mailed from 13. Oh, still. $20 to $40 code. Still cool. The rarest is Spectral Tiger, which sells for, I think, $1 million. $1 million or $1 million gold? We talking real life money here? Yeah, Winter says deal 1 damage to your face and lose the game. Go out like a man. There must just be some kind of funky wording. Because I feel like there's no way you just lose the game, right? Thog, Big Bounty, Crag Shot. When he enters play, deal 4 damage to target ally with cost 4 or more. Very specific. Oh, it's not guaranteed. You're lucky. Nice. Protector, Mend 1. At the start of your turn, this ally may heal 1 damage from target ally or hero. Suffocating Grip. Hey, Death Knight. Was Death Knight always in this game? Because I feel like I did not see any Death Knight icons in all the other packs we opened. I wonder if Death Knight came in like a couple years in. Dead Weight. Okay. Dark Horizon. The art's sick. Yeah. I feel like wow, I forgot the name of the expansion already. Not Knights of the Frozen Throne. What the hell is it called? Anyways, that's what this set is based on. I'm guessing. You know, it says Scourge War, so I'm guessing it's like Ice Crown Citadel stuff and lots of undead and stuff. And yeah, the art's pretty cool. March of the Lich King? No. I'm talking. Sorry, I was talking like the WoW expansion, the second WoW expansion. I literally forgot it earlier in the stream, and someone mentioned it, and I forgot again already. Dark Horizon. Oh, it's the same card. I was gonna say, this is the first time we've opened a shiny card, and then it also has it's the exact same one. So we got 2. All right, Kissy, you get one of them. You get one of them, and I'll give away the other one. That's cool. So actually, were foil cards not a thing in this card game, or are they just insanely rare? Because this is the first one I've seen. Kissy says, "Oh my God, you're so lucky. I'm using up all my my pack luck in non-Hearthstone." Isn't that one more shiny? No, I think they're like the same. I think it's just because this one is in plastic. It's not showing as well. Like I said, Kissy, you can have one of these. Join the Discord if you didn't already. I'll message you after stream. That's cool. More UDE points. More kindling for my bonfires. Swift Ram. So I will say, it seems like these cards have more text than the early ones. Come on, camera, focus. You pay 1 less to complete quests. Okay. 100 useless points. Hey, these are 100 fire starter points. That's what they are now. I wonder what you could have used these points for. That's cooler. Death Pact. As additional cost to play destroyed ally you control, your hero heals damage from itself equal to that ally's. Oh, see, Winter. Remember we talked about this, how it's weird they don't abbreviate health? So this is even worse, actually. Instead of abbreviating health, it looks like they just started using the health icon. Like, why not put the sword icon instead of attack then? It's like they fixed it, but made it worse at the same time. I feel like, yeah, seeing this, it would, like, the sword instead of attack would make so much more sense. Man, consistency, man. Small indie company can't figure out consistency. Justicar Maxwell. Opposing rogues of -2/-2. Interesting. Power Word Sanctuary. Do we have a Power Word Sanctuary in Hearthstone? I don't think so. Prevent all damage that we dealt to target ally. Death Rattle. Prevent all damage that we dealt to target ally you control this turn. Riot Shield. When your heroes dealt combat damage, you may add 1 shield counter. Don't know what that means. Winter still annoyed about the way they implemented the term "get" recently. I agree. I was thinking about that recently. I think it was with that stupid bread card. Let me see. Nope. We'll talk about this after. I feel like every other stream I talk about these portraits. But let me see. I think it's from the warrior card. Let me see. Yeah. Like here. Get a slice of bread. I like get, it shortens the stuff. I agree. So like on one hand, I agree. Magic keeps doing the same thing where they keep, you know, shortening terms. Like one example is for a long time, if an effect ever made you shuffle your deck in Magic, it would say like shuffle your library. So it would say, for instance, right, like draw a card, then shuffle your library. And Magic shortened it recently to just shuffle. So now it would say draw a card and shuffle. So I get it. Like, especially if as cards start getting more wordy, they need to condense things a bit. But it's just weird, I guess. Winter, I like it too. I just don't like how they started it on cards and didn't change the previous ones. Yeah, see, Magic, although I guess the difference with Magic is Magic reprints cards very often. And whenever they do change the wording on cards, new versions of it will have the new wording. So Magic will like retroactively change cards with new wordings. Don't like they don't change old cards. Yeah, they really should go back and change old cards to make it consistent, right? Because I've seen a few instances where you see older and newer cards that have the same effect, but they're worded very different. And it's not very like intuitive. Also, it was revealed before the card was playable, and people were arguing about whether it meant add to hand or summon. Yeah, because yeah, that's why Blizzard has to be careful with like keywords and stuff, because people just, they don't know. Same as when they made Burgle Rogue cards use another class as, or other classes. But yeah, I'm with you guys, right? On one hand, I get it, but on the other hand, it's a little lazy sometimes. So yeah, got Riot Shield. Shadow Resistance Aura. Friendly, oh, it's an ongoing effect. Friendly allies have Shadow Resistant. Was this card? No, this art wasn't used, I don't think. It looks like kind of similar to some art that was used, though. That's cool. Ongoing effect. Whenever you draw a card, you can deal 1 damage to a minion. Tidal Infusion. Sinister Setup. Hey, that's a card, I believe, right? This is the one that you shuffle the rogue card. You shuffle the 4/4s in your deck. The Ruby and Reputation. All right, we'll put that in the Hearthstone pile. Got a dude here. 3/3 taunt. Oh, they went in your opponent's deck. Okay, I was remembering that wrong. That's cool art. Teresa Voidheart. Also, holy shit, it's almost 9 o'clock. I gotta get through these last packs. Damn. And here I thought I was gonna play Hearthstone after this. All right. Broodguard, Nerubian. This looks very, very similar to some Hearthstone art, but I don't think it's the same art. There's like a shaman minion, I think, that has something very, very similar to art. This is Hearthstone art? Am I just remembering wrong? Winter, did you see my DM on Discord? Yeah, I saw it while I was working today, so I will get back to you. Don't worry, I'm not ignoring you. Oh, Jiraki Defender. Oh, it is the card I was thinking of too. It's just like very cropped. I didn't. The shield was throwing me off. All right, that goes in the Hearthstone pile. Got a broadsword here. You can bring it back from your graveyard. It looks like. Hey, that's an OG card. The was it 2 mana 2/2. Damn, this seems strong. Like 2 mana 2/4 alone, right? And your allies have Assault 1, whatever that means. Yeah, Timberwolf. Was this a 2 mana 1/1? Your other minions have +1 attack? Something like that? Goes in the Hearthstone pile. Oh, it's a 1 mana 1/2. Okay. It was buffed. Man, some of those old cards that were buffed, I have no idea because they're still bad. Oh, I see Winter. Remember you asked about this. If a card like had both effects, you could see here he was a choose one or both. So I'm assuming that other card did both because it didn't specify. UDE points. I got a hero here. I wonder if every card has a hero because I feel like every pack I've seen one hero at least. Also, for anyone who watched my custom Hearthstone video today, there was a card I showcased that lets you dual wield weapons as warrior. It's something I could see being in the game. Oh, I see this effect is bad. Target hero or ally has -2 attack this turn. Like, that seems bad as a one-time effect. Yeah, so I don't know if you saw my video, Winter, but the card, it basically said you replace your hero power with a second weapon slot. So you can equip 2 weapons as a warrior, which thematically makes sense because in World of Warcraft, there's like a skill tree in World of Warcraft, right? And one of the skill paths in World of Warcraft lets you dual wield weapons as a warrior. So like thematically, it makes sense, right? So I could see that coming in the game at some point, like a way to dual wield weapons as a warrior. And like I said, the card I showcased basically said that you gave up your hero power to have that slot. And yes, Imbic, the art is very weird posture. I don't know what's going on there. Like a ballerina with swords. That's cool. When this is in the graveyard, you get an effect. All to the Grove. A lot of text there. Can deal damage equal to the number of curses you control. Master's Call. Staff of Sinister Claws. Cool art. Gushing Wounds. Hey, that's Psychic Scream. Terrifying Visage. Put each of up to 2 target opposing allies into its owner's hand. It was a kind of similar effect to Psychic Scream. That's in the Hearthstone pile. Obliterate. Oh no, the PTSD. I had Psychic Scream as my second best board clear, I think, in my top 5 video. Got a spell. Oh, now I know what Assault does. So you get that much attack on your turn. Think of what you play. 1 mana 0/1, but it has +3 attack on your turn. I don't think so. I think the one health is rough. I thought this was a Psychic Scream free zone. Zach had to go to the pharmacy but made it back. Nice. We got 3 packs left. This is cool art. Isn't that Frost Elemental? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. I don't think this art was used, but yeah, that is or no, that's a Water Elemental. That's what it's called in Hearthstone, right? That's cool. All right. See if I can open another one of those treasure cards. Let's see if I can get my luck, keep my luck going, Kissy. What'd you say the rarest one was? Spectral Tiger. Sells for thousands, or maybe a million. Come on. This is like the most. Look at this armor, man. This is old school Blizzard here, guys. Got like heavy armor and a window right into the cleavage. Classic Blizzard, guys. Also, Winter, 4 mana 3/6 that waters anything it damages. Also, hey Chrissy, here from YouTube. I will say, people typically say the delay on Twitch is a lot better than YouTube. But yeah, got this guy or girl. What am I talking? This character, I forget the name, but they have a card in Hearthstone. I can't, like, this right here is super familiar. I can't remember the name or what card it is, but I remember seeing her on something. It's used in Brawl. I mean, like Tavern Brawl? Oh, okay. Oh, Tavern Brawl. Okay. The 2 mana 3/2 mill one. Oh yeah, was that Nomelia? Something like that. Hey, for my Magic fans, it's Swiftfoot boots. Got a Dwarf Paladin. Got a Voodoo guy. Hey, Lightning Bolt. This one's way different, actually. This is a 5 mana spell. Choose one. Your hero deals 6 nature damage to target ally, or your hero deals 3, 2, and 1 to 3 targets. That's cool. Very different than Hearthstone. Wow. Hearthstone's 1 mana, deal 3. This is deal 6 or deal 3, 2, 1. This is like that that new warrior, the quick draw warrior card that lets you deal the 3, 2, 1. That's neat. Kissy, when you have only legendaries and this art is used on spell, which reduces the cost of the next legendary card you play and applies it to all copies in your deck. Oh, I know what Tavern Brawl you're talking about. Oh, yeah. This is the Tavern Brawl where your deck is full of like 4 legendaries or something, and you get the 0 cost card that reduces the cost of the next legendary and the future ones. You're right. That's what this is from. I knew I recognized that from something. All right, that goes in the Hearthstone pile. Also, so does this. Lightning Bolt. Death's Gaze. More kindling for my fire on the weekend. Oh, we got our hero card. Maybe I think I'll send these hero cards out to too, because the hero cards are pretty cool because like they got the full art. So I'll send out all the cards that have the Hearthstone art and maybe like the hero cards too. But for any who's got been paying attention, there's the Hearthstone card behind this one. Arcane Shot. It says Chimera Shot or Chimera Shot. I cannot talk. You may choose a different one for each name. Destroy target ally, destroy equipment, destroy resource. All right. Oh, Zek, you went back through lull to the shiny tiny. Yeah. So I don't know if you play WoW, but I will be giving away this code on my Discord as well. They give some kind of mount apparently. Got a weapon here. Ghouls have assault. Hey, got another, am I going to say it right this time? Voidwalker? Let me scroll back up. It is Voidwalker. Okay, I got it right this time. Sexy elf. Yeah, the blood elves always looked good. Like the male and female blood elves. They're always hot stuff. Oh, is this the actual Voidwalker art? I was thrown off because the last Voidwalker wasn't the actual art. Oh, it is. Oh, cool. Yeah, this is the actual Voidwalker art. Very different card. 3 mana, 3/5 with a bunch of stuff. Taunt, shadow resistance, has a death rattle. Very different card. Actual Voidwalker is very boring. Okay, cool. Provoke. Not in the game. Soothing Wave. It's a healing spell. Feline Graze, okay. Unholy Presence. Got another Nerubian. I don't think that art was used in the game. Mojo Mistress. I feel like there's another Mojo card we opened at some point. All right, 2 more packs, guys. This has been really cool, actually, especially like comparing these to Hearthstone cards and interpreting them kind of in relation to Hearthstone cards. It's definitely neat seeing like the evolution, right? Like you can really tell that, you know, Hearthstone got some of their ideas from these cards, right? Imic, I love this so much. I gotta order these packs. Well, like I said, more than likely I'll be sending you some of these cards. Mighty Shadow Protection Potion. Silver Song. Can't attack. Man, see, like this is a bad card. 4 mana, 5/5. Can't attack heroes. 1 more attack than a Yeti, and it can't attack heroes. That Voidwalker Smexy, the name actually comes from playing an undead warlock named Zek back when I was 12 in vanilla. I haven't been back into Hearthlock much, but I appreciate the card. Yeah, it's a cool card. Oh, he's a priest. Ha ha ha, you can't attack. Silence Priest. Oh, that's some wild art. Undead Warrior. Got another Nerubian. Don't think that art was used. Dark Penance. Wow, that's pretty. Wow, that's really strong. Well, potentially. Target opponent discards a card and destroys a random ally they control. I will say, one thing I wish Hearthstone did more that Magic does a lot, and it seems like this game did a lot, is more like tribal support. Like, in Magic, you can build like a dog deck. You can build like a lizard deck, a bear deck. Like every like kind of like tribe you can imagine, you can build decks for. And I feel like Hearthstone only has a handful of tribes, and most of them aren't relevant at any given time. I really wish there was more tribal support in the game, because I always think tribal decks are always just like fun. Because yeah, wish for that since the start. Yeah, that's something I love how tribal decks are a thing in Magic. And yeah, make a demon deck and make it like half decent, right? Pure evil. Some of these arts are wild, man. Just like melting that guy's skin off. Perforation poison. More kindling. Oh, here's our hero. Damn! That's a no-go nowadays. Blizzard would do like the Jaina treatment and just like put a piece of cloth across. Because remember I said I'm making a video where I talk about the changed art, and there was actually one I didn't cover. So they changed 8 cards, but then they also changed Jaina's portrait, where OG Jaina had some cleavage showing, and they basically added a little piece of cloth across. Like, so lazy and stupid. What's their effect though? You flip them, deal 1 damage to target hero, and deal 1 damage or heal 1. That seems. These effects seem very like hit or miss. Some of them seem very strong. Considering you can only use this once, some of them seem very strong, and some of them not so much. Oh, it's location. That's cool. I was gonna say, I didn't recognize this icon. This is the first location we've seen. WoW TCG did it first, guys. Deliberating Shout. Surprised this art wasn't used. Wow, this is so specific. Prevent all damage that rogues would deal. So specific. And Mick, I feel like they were hoping to sell the cards and weren't even aware of the power level or anything. Yeah, I'm very curious actually how well this game did. I'm really curious if they sold a lot. Because like WoW is huge, right? And I feel like the idea of a WoW card game during like the height of WoW, it seems like a slam dunk. So I'm very curious if it sold well or not, because I would think it would. Got freeze. Got an axe. Got another provoke. Got a fury card. Power word vigor. Gives a unit health. Freeze art is nice. His weapon's frozen in. Yeah, provoke's cool. Power word vigor is a Hearthstone card. You talking the art or the effect? Because this effect is essentially a stronger power word shield. I don't recognize this art though. Maybe, I think the name, is there a power word vigor in the game? Let me look. No, there isn't. Huh. I'm sure it'll show up at some point. Smoldering Blast. Oh, it was Elixir of Vigor. Oh, get this one again. That's cool art. Plazu. Drain out Hunter. That's cool art too. Just blowing that dude's skull in half. See, they don't, man, like imagine new Hearthstone cards with art like this. This would be insta banned in China. Yeah. How would you even like modify this card for China? I don't even know. It's always funny to me to see that some of the things games do to like their art to appease China. I don't even know what you would do to fix this for China. Literally, guys' heads blown in half. But yeah, imagine new Hearthstone cards with art like this, man. You would think this year would be like a perfect opportunity for that too, right? It's like the 10-year anniversary of Hearthstone. Like, go back to the roots and have some like old school Hearthstone art. Instead, we're getting like goofy toy shop and like beach adventure. So I will say, I've talked about it before, but the theme of this expansion, kind of a bummer. All right, last pack though. Archduke Franklin Pierce. This seems like some like old Victorian noble. Human Death Knight. I feel like this name and this art does not go together. Like Archduke Franklin Pierce, and it's like some badass Death Knight guy. I don't know. Thog, Bounty Hunty, Crap Shot, or Crag Shot. I can't read. They do a lot. They did do a lot of cards with throwbacks to previous keywords last expansion. I will say, yeah, I was happy about that. That there was a bunch of cards that had either, you know, their abilities was a throwback to a previous set, or the name, or like the character was a throwback to a previous set. I did like that a lot for sure. It doesn't seem like they've done that with Perils, unless I'm remembering wrong, but I hope they continue that through this whole year. Kissy, what would you like as a theme for new expansion, or what characters would you like to see? So I will say, I have nothing against goofy expansions. I just think they need to be balanced out. You know, the fact that we're getting 2 goofy expansions back to back is a little bit of a bummer. So, you know, kind of like this like art and stuff, right? Like I like the more serious sets, but I'm okay having goofy sets to break them up. Like 2 serious sets and a goofy set. 2 serious, goofy, something like that, right? Having 2 goofy sets back to back, it's a bummer. Like I didn't start playing Hearthstone for like the goofy Pixar cards and themes, right? So it's a bit of a bummer. I don't mind this expansion, but Whizbangs was so bad. Yeah, I don't know. I think I was easier on Whizbangs because it was the first goofy set, and I'm harder on Perils because it's like the second goofy set. Because I feel like looking at the 2 in a vacuum, Whizbangs is worse, like you said. But I think the fact that Perils is second, I'm kind of giving it a harder time. Got a mage here. That guy's mad. Shoulder pads of Fleshworks. Winter, it's a little late for me. It seems like you're wrapping up. I'll head out. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this pack, and then I'll be finishing up. But honestly, this took a lot longer than I expected, but it was fun. But yeah, thanks for watching, man. Like I said, I'll reply to you at Discord. No worries. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good night. They should have not released Whizbang, and it would have been absolutely all right. Honestly, the fact that Whizbang's Workshop was the like 10-year anniversary set, I think was such a miss too. Yeah, this art. Yeah, Polymorph Penguin. We have like Polymorph Jellyfish. What other Polymorph cards is there? It's got to be more than that, right? Oh, Polymorph Boar, Polymorph Jellyfish. Oh, those are the only 2 specific ones. Not the same art, but yeah, it reminds me of Snow. Yeah, this reminds me of Snow Flipper Penguin as well. Let me look it up. It's not like cropped, this art, but cropped, right? Oh no, it's very similar. It's like the exact same design, but it is different art. Yeah. World of Shadows. Shield block. Hey, this is an actual card. Different art though. That's really cool art though. More fire starters. Got our hero card. Draenei Paladin. What's this effect? Deals 2 unpreventable damage to each opposing hero and ally that dealt damage this turn. That's kind of cool. If they attack with a bunch of stuff, you can use this ability and damage them all. Hurricane. Wow, okay. Opposing heroes and allies can't attack or protect. Enters with 2 win counters. At the start of your turn, your hero deals 2 nature damage to each opposing hero and ally, then remove a win counter. Wow, this card seems crazy. If I'm reading this right, it basically says, you know, your opponent can't attack for 2 turns. Your opponent can't attack or block for 2 turns, and it also deals 4 damage to all their minions over 2 turns. For 5. That seems crazy. Imagine this in Hearthstone. Imagine basically 5 mana, freeze your opponent's minions for 2 turns, and at the start of each turn, deal 2 damage to them. That's crazy. Wow. Brothers in Death. Wait a second, did they fix it? What is that icon? What is that icon? Oh, I think it is a sword. Where's the minion? Alright, see if the camera can focus. It is! Oh, Winter, you're gone, but they fixed it. See, this is how it should have been. So when they first started, they said health and ATK, and then they did the health icon and ATK, and then they eventually went to the 2 icons. So that makes sense. It only took them 3 years. Small indie company, it only took them 3 years. I like how the identifier text says ability balance on Hurricane, but it doesn't seem balanced at all. Yeah, this card is crazy. If this card was in Hearthstone, I feel like, and it's a Druid card, this would never be a Druid card in Hearthstone. This would be like a Shaman card, I feel like. Shaman or Mage? Yeah, that'd be crazy in the game. But yeah, Brothers in Death. Good job on fixing the icons finally. Shadows of Death. It's cool how they have dual class cards in this. See, also, they did it before Hearthstone, guys. Dual class. Destroy a demon or ghoul you control. Your hero deals 3 damage. What am I looking at here? Okay, that's a person. Oh, that's his head. About to kill that guy. While you control a shout, allies you control +1/+1, and opposing allies have -1/-1. I have to say, this is one of the bigger minions I've seen. I feel like there's a lot of the cards I've seen have had like 2 to 5 health or attack. Animator's Hacker, we've seen this. That is cool art as well. Stifling Decree. Man, like I said, imagine Hearthstone cards coming out with this art. I wish. Sinister Setup, I've seen this card. Only took them 3 years to add DK to the TCG. Took Hearth 6. Was it 6 years? Somewhere around there, right? At least that long. Our Word Vigor. Shadow Burst. See, another discard effect. Lots of discard effects. Elstum. Servant of the Light. And Azimuth Deathfang. All right. So let's see. What's the haul we got? So these are all the cards that have Hearthstone art. Like I said, I will be giving all these away on the Discord. So I will make a post probably Friday, and all you have to do is just thumbs up. Like I said, I'm not doing all the typical giveaway bullshit. I'm not going to tell you to retweet. I'm not going to tell you to share. I don't care, whatever. Just thumbs up the post. That's all I got to do. And I'll leave it for a week. And then after the week, depending how many people like it, I will either give everyone a few cards, or I will pick a few people. We'll have to see. It all depends how much, how much interaction we have. But yeah, what do we got here? Like 10... 25, 30 cards. So yeah, I'll give these away to all you guys. I think this is really cool. It's like basically physical Hearthstone cards, like I said, right? Like Assassin. It's cool seeing how they're slightly different too than the Hearthstone cards. This one's really cool. Yeah, it's neat. It's like you're holding. It's really weird actually. It's like I'm holding Hearthstone cards. These look like they'd be like fan made cards or something. Oh, there's Imik's Booba card. But yeah, it feels like it's like these are like some kind of custom, like I got them on Etsy or something. Will you also consider giving away Power Word Vigor card? Yeah, for sure. So all the rest of the cards, like I'm not going to do anything with them, right? So maybe everyone I pick, I will throw in some cool art. Like I will maybe just throw in some extra cards too. I'll just give everyone a bunch of cards. I can pick and choose because yeah, there was some cards here that had some really cool art for sure. So yeah, I'll probably throw in a bunch of cards too. I'm not going to do anything with these. Perfect Stout needs a frame. Yeah, honestly, so you know how you can get cards like graded, right? And they get encased in like the plastic and stuff. I feel like if I was keeping this card, I'd get it graded. I think this would be a cool card to have like in that plastic on display, right? It's like a quintessential like Hearthstone card almost. But yeah, that's cool. And then I opened these two. So I'm going to give one to Kissy, and then I will give the other one away. Basically, there is a code under here for a mount in World of Warcraft, which apparently costs anywhere from $20 to $40, it sounds like. So I'm gonna be giving away a bunch of stuff. Basically, I'm going to be giving away all of these cards. I'm going to be giving away this code. I'm going to be giving away this deck box. Anyone wants it. And then I also have, I was not expecting, yeah, the playmat. So you can use this as a mouse pad. You can use this for like a trading card game if you play it. But yeah, I'll be giving away all this stuff. So I'll probably post it on Friday. Like I said, I'll remind people during like my Wednesday and Thursday streams, but that'll probably be the plan. But that was cool. It was, like I said, it was neat comparing these to like Hearthstone cards. You definitely see some of the like evolution. There's definitely things they left behind from this card game, right? There was like some keywords and some effects that you just don't see in Hearthstone. So maybe they just didn't like them as much or didn't think they'd translate as well to like a casual audience. I'm not sure. But yeah, super cool. Hope you guys enjoyed. I've been waiting a couple of weeks for these to come in, so I'm glad I finally got to do it. And then, yeah, keep an eye on the Discord. I'll make a post, give away a bunch of stuff. But that will be it for me because, yeah, time flew by. I honestly thought I was going to have time to play Hearthstone after this. Also, Kissy, can you please check out my custom cards? I really like your opinion on them. Yeah, what's your Reddit username? Is it the same as your username here? I'm curious if I recognize any of your cards. Oh, not Reddit. Oh, have you posted on Reddit at all? Oh, you got a lot. Wow. All right, here's what we'll do. I am going to bookmark this. Yeah, I'm going to bookmark this. Just because like I'm going to be finishing up. It's a little late. I'm going about 3.5 hours. But I have this bookmarked. So either my Wednesday or my Thursday stream, whatever one you're here next, I'll take a look at these cards. We can do a little like impromptu custom card video. So yeah, I'll take a look. And yeah, if you don't post them on the subreddit, you should. Because, yeah, the people, I always like reading the comments on the custom Hearthstone Reddit. Because people are always like very supportive. People give good feedback. And yeah, post them on the subreddit. Maybe you'll get in my video one day. But that will be it all for me today. Let's switch over here for now. Yeah. So you can see, a lot of cards. So like I said, I bookmarked this. I'll take a look during my next stream. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, I've been waiting to do this for a while now. And yeah, I will post on the Discord. I'll give away a bunch of stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I would like to do more stuff like this. So actually, before I forget, speaking of that, I don't have the time today, but one other reason I bought the new mount for this camera is one thing I want to do. I mentioned it during a previous stream, but I want to show off the Hearthstone art book a little bit. So basically, I bought the Hearthstone. I bought the Hearthstone art book because it has a bunch of stuff in it from like the development of the game. Like, see this? This is like a basically like early on in development of Hearthstone. And there's a bunch of stuff in this book showing off like sketches and ideas, like different card frames. And I want to go through this with you guys one day. So this is another reason I got this new like mount for this camera, because yeah, see, like, look at this. Like, here's like an early Hearthstone board. And kind of similar to the WoW TCG stuff, right? It's really cool seeing like how their ideas and things changed. So maybe next week or something, I'll go through this. I won't spend the whole stream like today, but yeah, I think this would be super cool to go through. So that'll be, oops. That'll be a future stream. But yeah, so there is, I think, 5 or 6 of these art books now, but I really only cared about the first one, just because the first one, I guess, like had all that development art and stuff like that. Also, Kissy, I'll check what Hearthstone cards I have in my TCGs, and I'll tell you next time on stream. All right. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, thanks, Zach. Hope you enjoyed. Hope everyone enjoyed. I will be back on Wednesday. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do this Wednesday or Thursday. I haven't really planned ahead. But other than that, hope you guys have a good day tomorrow. Hopefully I'll see you on Wednesday or Thursday. And yeah, we'll go over this stuff next week. That'll be another fun stream. So take care, everyone. Have a good night.